The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. William Shakespeare never fails me when I look for an apt phrase that tells it neatly and poetically. For instance, what's past is prologue. I'll repeat that. What's past is prologue. Yesterday's events have shaped today's. Remember that story of the Utah murderer who was almost not sentenced to die? Well, the same thing happened many years ago. The same thing. But it turned out a little differently.
Minister, get in touch with the French government.
Yes, what for?
Everyone knows they've had lots of experience with guillotines, so ask them for one.
Just like that, Your Majesty?
But tell the French it's just a one-shot deal. And after this one time, we're not going to need a guillotine again.
Our mystery drama, Much Too Much, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Gerald Keane and stars Robert Dryden. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Contac, the 12-hour cold capsule. I'll be back shortly with Act One. The man who couldn't be sentenced lived in an age long gone by and in a country still called Monaco. It is tiny, independent, and known the world over for its gambling casino, Monte Carlo. Monaco citizens are called Monegasques. Still are. And they had their king, ministers, even an army, 60 soldiers, and one general. But who needs an army when no one's going to attack you? The king was forever on an economy binge and was even thinking of cutting the police force from 5 to 2 when the Minister of Publicity came to see him.
Your Highness, we have a murderer on our hands.
A murderer? Oh, my goodness. From France? Italy? Spain? No? Well, where did he come from?
He's one of our own, Monegasque.
Well, how is that possible? We're a law-abiding, peaceful people. Why, Monaco has never had I can hardly bring myself to say the word.
Well, we have one now.
Oh, sad, sad. Good thing King and Queen Senior, the father and mother, didn't live to see this day. Progress, civilization, a better world. And you end up with this. A man killing a man.
A man killing a woman, Your Majesty.
Worse. Well, just don't stand there. Get cracking with the Minister of Justice and the lawyers and so on. Oh, this is a sorry day indeed, Minister of Publicity. And you can quote me on that.
Come in. Well, that's a new one. I've never heard of a jail where the guard knocks before coming in to see the prisoner.
Well, I'm sorry, you see, this isn't really much of a jail, just this room in back of the police station with an ordinary door on it, but it's all we have.
Oh, no, don't think that I don't appreciate your politeness, because I do.
Secondly, we've never had a murderer before, and I don't really know how one is supposed to behave without a murderer.
Oh, well, you don't have to be frightened. I've only killed once in my life. And it wasn't a man.
Yes. The captain told me it's a crime of passion.
A crime of passion it wasn't. Just the opposite. It was my wife.
Oh, you were defending yourself?
Oh, my dear God, you don't wish to hear. It's of no interest to anyone but me.
Oh, no, sir. I have a wife, too. It might be very helpful. You know, hints to the married man?
Well, it was a perfectly ordinary day. I'd been out hunting, and I'd bagged a duck or two. And I came home and said to my wife, "Here, cook this fellow for dinner." "How shall I prepare it?" says she. "Well, I'll have it braised with peas," I said. "Use that recipe of Père Lepay of the Café de Paris." "Okay," she said, "will do." Well, I came home, and she told me an extraordinary thing had happened. The bird wasn't really dead, and when she started to pluck its feathers, it flew out of the window. Well, it could have happened. And the next time I bagged a duck, I told her, "Plain roast duck tonight," and she said, "All right." And I came home about 7 and opened a bottle of Côte de Nuit, and there was no duck. "What's this?" I said. A workman came to the doors at my wife and asked for a glass of water, and when my back was turned, he ran out of the house with a duck.
You believe that?
No, but I thought I'd wait. I went out again Sunday with my shotgun, and I bagged another. Oh, it was a beauty, at least 6 pounds, and I said to my wife, "We'll have this on Monday night." "Well, that duck's a bit old," she said. "All right, do it Chambertin, slow flame," I said. "Agreed?" And on Monday, I came home early.
You were suspicious.
And there, sitting in my chair, in my dining room, my wine in his glass, was a gentleman I took to be my wife's lover, and he was eating my duck.
And so
I pointed my gun at him, and he admitted everything. All the ducks, my wife, everything. I pulled back the trigger.
You were defending your honor.
My wife screamed and picked up the duck and threw it at me to deflect my aim. The gun went off right through the duck's head into my wife's head. Her lover ran out, called the police, and here I am.
With a story like that, you'll get off.
Oh, I'm afraid not. If I'd hit him and not her, then I could probably go free. It's bad luck.
And worse, if I may say so, you never even had one duck for dinner. Oh, well, I'm very sorry, sir.
Your Majesty, the court has reached a decision, and I have asked the Minister of Protocol to tell it to you.
No, please, can't you see I'm trying to find my spectacles?
Sire, it is the case of the man who killed his wife.
Oh dear. Not a problem.
No, not at all, sire. No problem. He has been condemned to die.
Splendid. So?
Well, Monegasque law directs he should have his head cut off.
Yes, we know the law. We know. Now, where do I sign?
Right above the royal seal, Your Highness.
Well, now, what are you two standing about for?
Your Majesty.
If the fellow must be executed, well, then execute him. You heard me? Execute him. Get it over with.
You should have told His Majesty. But put it in round numbers. He would have listened. My dear Minister of Finance, since when does our good king listen? He's not easy to bring bad news to.
He dismissed us. He never gave us a chance.
And as always, it will be my duty. I can see that.
We don't?
Never had one.
Why not? Other kingdoms do.
Never needed one.
There's no other way?
None.
Ah.
Since we must execute, I'm afraid the guillotine is the only way.
Well, of course, I could have told you that.
It seems to me the answer is for us to have a guillotine of our own. common sense-wise.
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, a sudden thought, Your Majesty.
Uh-huh. Get in touch with the French. Everybody knows they've had a lot of experience with guillotines. Ask them if they could furnish us one.
We'll also need a professional executioner to handle the equipment.
That's exactly what we were going to say. But tell the French it's strictly a one-shot deal. We don't ever expect to need one again.
Your Majesty, May we?
Oh, come in. I always feel like running when I see you, Minister of Finance. As for you, Minister of Publicity, I don't know what I feel like.
We have a communication from the French.
What do they want now? Another wine festival?
In reply to our request for a guillotine.
They will be happy to supply us along with one of their own trained men, complete in costume and so forth. And that will be 16,000 francs.
16,000 francs cost-wise.
16,000 francs? That's much too much. The rich isn't worth that kind of money. Is there any other way to behead him?
Our English cousins have switched to a headsman who does the job with one blow of an axe.
Kill a man with an axe? It's inhuman. It's barbaric. Well, still, what do you expect from the English? Guillotine. A guillotine. Let me see. You must be able to get one cheaper somewhere.
You mean shop around?
Yeah, I know. Get in touch with the Italians. After all, Italy has a king, and from one king to another, maybe he'll give us a cut rate.
Cut rate? Yes, Your Majesty.
Those French haven't been the same since they became a republic. All they think of is money. Money, money, money! That's all they think of.
Oh, he won't stand for it. I know him. He'll hit the ceiling.
I'm sorry I'm late. What's the latest?
We've just had word from the King of Italy. He'll be glad to help us out in the cost for the entire package, including removal of the remains, will be 12,000 francs. He doesn't want any liras.
Oh, dear. I don't know that I wish to be the minister to tell His Majesty that.
12,000 francs. Did you say 12,000 francs?
To the sou, Your Majesty.
12. That's 4 less than 16. It's not much of a discount. Now, the rascal is still not worth that kind of money.
Well, hardly, Your Majesty.
12,000. Get up that sum, we'd have to tax every adult Monegasque 2 francs a head. I don't think the people would stand for it.
Oh, they wouldn't, Your Majesty.
No, there'd be a ruddy riot. No, it's still too much. Still much too much. Have I made that clear?
What do you want, God?
Is everything satisfactory, prisoner?
What?
Your dinner. Is everything up to your expectations?
I should say not. Do you call this filet de sole Sylvestre? And the second course, does this scrawny geriatric capon deserve the name poulet rôti beau séjour?
You're not happy with the fish and the chicken?
Well, they're an insult to my palate. You can tell the king's cook that I am decidedly unhappy. This may be fit for a king, but not for me.
Hey, what's this? What's all this? He doesn't like the food, Captain. Oh, now, come now. You're a prisoner, sir. In fact, a condemned murderer. Not a paying guest at one of Monaco's quality restaurants.
Now, don't tell me what I am. I know my rights.
He doesn't like the filet de sole Sylvestre.
I am entitled to have exactly what I desire for my remaining meals on Earth. This is a fact known to the penal system the world over. What a man condemned to die is entitled to. I know my international convention.
Yeah, but my dear prisoner, you're not about to die. Our king has not been able to secure a guillotine at a price the kingdom can afford. This execution your conduct has forced upon us will cost Monaco much too much.
Yeah, well, I see your dilemma. I'll give that some thought. In the meantime, my dear Captain, bring me some decent food fit for a decent human being to eat.
So there you have it. An execution that would cost too much. A condemned man demanding his rights. Doesn't justice appear a little topsy-turvy to you? read something like this quite recently, where it said that too often the rights of the guilty are more observed than the rights of the innocent. The criminal more cared for than the victim. Certainly something has to give, but what? And when? And how? Let's find out when we continue with Act 2. Shakespeare hit it right on the head when he wrote, "Liberty plucks justice by the nose. The baby beats the nurse." Isn't that what we have here? A kingdom trying to mete out justice, if it can be had at a bargain. A guilty man screaming about his own rights, oblivious to the right to live of the person he killed. Now back to the story. The next morning, the prisoners summoned the captain of the guards.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have been thinking over your problem, Captain, and I believe I can be of some small assistance. I happen to have some excellent personal contacts with the King of Sweden. Sweden, of course, has never adopted the idea of beheading as capital
punishment, but I happen to know for a fact, the prisoner told me, that Monsieur Joseph Ignatz Guillotine...
The one who invented the... Yes, I know.
May I finish? Had sent to the King of Sweden a guillotine and an operator on approval. The prisoner said he might be able to persuade the King of Sweden to lend the machine to us so we could have our execution.
Oh, well. Good thinking.
That's worthy of us.
Should we pass the word along to you-know-who?
Oh, yes, I think His Majesty would approve. I'm quite impressed with your prisoner, Captain.
Thank you.
I can see he's an honorable soul, regardless of his transgressions. One who understands that justice is justice.
Here.
There is only one slight drawback.
Isn't there always? Odds wise.
We must bear in mind Sweden is many, many more kilometers from Monaco than France or Italy. It'll take months before we can expect delivery. Sailing vessels, storms, what have you.
I'm sure the prisoner won't object to such a stay of execution.
Well, he most certainly won't object, but will we?
Why should we?
Well, it's his turn.
What, a convicted murderer has term?
In exchange for his personal letter of endorsement to the King of Sweden.
Of course. After all, gentlemen, he's got the contact.
Endorsing the loan for his own execution. He wants something in return.
I think that's valid. He's the contact man. Our man in Sweden, as it were. He has to be paid off a fee.
He wants money?
No. The prisoner's fee is that in return he would like his meals every day from today to be of the superlative quality generally reserved for the condemned man's last meal.
Do you think the king's cook can deliver? Well, I certainly hope we don't have to import a chef from Paris to feed this undesirable.
And he has instructed me to request of the king's cook. Where did I put that piece of paper? For lunch today he wants a cold poached bass suédoise. And for dinner tonight, filet mignon with a sauce béarnaise.
Is that all?
He hasn't decided about the wine.
It's arrived! It's arrived!
Well, of course it's arrived. We've been watching them all morning, setting it up in the courtyard.
I'd say half of Monaco is out there. Well, look at the people.
Why don't we go down and mingle with the crowd? A good way to get a sampling of public opinion. What do they think of a guillotine? Should Monaco own its own? That kind of thing. Let's go. It should be interesting.
Yes, good idea. There's what I'd call a holiday atmosphere, wouldn't you say? I remember your father was always interested in these happenings, Your Majesty. When he was a prince, we were, as young men in France together during the interregnum.
Incognito, I trust.
Oh, absolutely. We were at the Hotel des Cinq, just about as far from the tumbrel as we'll be at this window. Come see.
I don't know that I care to, frankly. I've got a queasy stomach.
Oh, today is only the test flights downward of the blade, just to make sure. You see those two upright posts with the crossbeam to hold it together? They're grooved so that the knife will fall swiftly.
What's that? Can they see me? Us?
That's for the executioner.
That little fat fellow with all those muscles? Oh, what's he doing now? I can't see a thing without spectacles, and nobody can find them.
He has a stone and a file, and I believe he's sharpening the blade.
They do leave everything, those French, don't they?
Well, the blade got a little rusty after the long sea voyage from Sweden.
Are you sure they can't see us? Why are they cheering?
Well, he's running his finger along the blade and licking it. Now he's taking a bow. Now he has, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 guards, and they're all pulling the cord to lift the blade up into place. Oh, it won't move. 10 men, and they can't touch it. He's kicking the blade. Splendid! Good man! Kicked it twice, and the darn thing traveled up the post like a monkey shinnying up a palmetto tree. Now the executioner is going to do some trial runs. It won't move. He's just supposed to give it a yank, and it triggers. Now he's talking to the captain.
10 more men! March! 10 more! March!
They keep adding men to yank at that thing. It looks like the blade is jammed up there.
1, 2, 3, pull! 1, 2, 3, pull!
He's got the whole army on it now.
1, 2, 3, look out!
Your Majesty,
now
if you
what?
vouchsafe me the opportunity.
One at a time.
I think we should thank the King of Sweden for that pile of firewood in the courtyard.
We are not amused. I have asked you here for your thoughts on the disposition of the prisoner. Minister of Justice.
The law says execution, but not by whom? Might it be done by one of our soldiers?
A soldier? I don't see how.
Excellent. Why didn't any of you dolts think of that? It's a natural. A soldier to cut a man's head off.
But Your Majesty,
After all, in war, soldiers don't mind killing people. In fact, that's what they're trained to do. Send for the general.
Soldiers of Monaco, I ask now for volunteers to assist justice in this small but great land of ours. A criminal has been sentenced to be executed, and we need one man who will bravely undertake the task. One man, step forward. I put it to you all again, all 60 of you brave defenders of the spirit that is Monaco. Will one man of you please step forward? I'd say that there'd probably be a few extra francs in it for the man who steps forward. Captain, may I have a word? General? They won't buy it. In combat, yes. But to them, execution is cold blood. I had my doubts all along. But the king said do it, so I tried. Well, I'll tell him. I tried to. He'll listen to you, General. You've got more stars. I'll say that a soldier simply does not know how to cut off a head. It is not in our manual of arms.
Well, it's about time. I've been waiting 7 days to learn what progress we're making.
To bring you up to date, Your Majesty, the army declines. And I think if you were to examine our Monarchan code of military honor, you would certainly not find any reference to the duty you wish the soldiers to perform. I took the matter up with the ministers, and execution by firing squad was suggested.
Clear thinking. Yes, why not?
Well, however, the rifles issued to the men are not accurate enough. And in fact, on our test range just the other day, 3 of my men were injured when the guns fired backwards and the stocks dislocated 3 shoulders.
I don't want to hear any more. I simply do not wish to hear any more. An army to defend the crown without accurate rifles? It's incredible.
Well, for many years, I have been requesting authority to update our weaponry. The Minister of Finance has our estimate. Why, with those things, we can't even hit rabbits at 30 yards.
That's enough. We shall have a talk with the Minister of Finance on that subject on another day.
Your Majesty, I submitted a budget for your signature 2 weeks ago, and you said, not now, it costs much too much.
First things first. The condemned man, and how do we condemn him? Huh? All right, now. Any more bright and cheery news for your king?
Your Grace, for the past week, we have diligently put our heads together. Considered.
Reconsidered.
We have assembled a commission and a sub-commission, a committee and a subcommittee.
To study the pros and cons wise.
And we have finally concluded, sire, that the best thing would be to have your Majesty commute the death sentence to one of life imprisonment.
Well,
that way we could extricate ourselves from this miserable pickle, and you, sire, would be hailed as a monarch of mercy.
That's fantastic. And much, much cheaper.
I have the feeling that you out there listening are probably way ahead of me, and that certainly you suspect our penny-pinching sovereign is going to be paying much, much more in the interests of justice than... But I shan't give it away. Stay with us and find out with us in Act 3.
Did you know there are over 100 different strains of cold virus, and any one of them can make you sick? That's why there's Contact. No matter what cold virus attacks, one capsule helps relieve your swollen membranes, your runny, sneezy misery up to 12 hours, all day, all night. That's the wonder of Contact.
Keep your cold to Contact. Real medicine for real cold.
Take all these directly. How does your laxative work? Many brand name laxatives contain ingredients that expand in your stomach. That's how they work. We know a medicine that works differently. It's in the X-Lax pill. Overnight, the X-Lax pill gently stimulates your system's own regular rhythm. Stimulates your system for relief in the morning. No surprises, just relief in the morning. That's the X-Lax pill. Try it tonight with confidence. For occasional use only as directed. X-Lax pills.
Let's return to the shenanigans of this extraordinary royal household of the long, long ago days in the history of this tiny country. To begin Act 3, let me just tell you that as soon as the king thought he had solved the problem of the plaguing prisoner, a new obstacle showed up. For not anywhere within the borders of Monaco was there a prison suitable for a man sentenced to life imprisonment.
Oh, yes, we have a lockup, Your Majesty. But for a prisoner to spend the rest of his life in? Hardly.
What is it used for, General?
Oh, overnight offenders, that's all. A shoplifter, a wife-beater, a drunk. Of course, we could have one bill.
Not so fast with the crown's money. Why don't I have a look around and see what we have on the premises? General, do you mind?
You? Your Majesty? Are you sure you want to do this yourself?
Why not? It's a fine day.
Here now is a possibility. The Royal Aquarium.
The Royal Aquarium.
Oh, no. Smells too fishy to me. We must remember that the poor fellow is going to spend the rest of his natural life here. No. We don't have to go one step further. The Royal Zoo is no better than the Royal Aquarium. We cannot have the fellow die of asphyxiation. No.
The Royal Aviary.
Yes, the Royal Aviary. This is quite unsuitable.
What did you say?
Break his eardrum.
What?
Let's get out of here.
Now, this might not be bad. The Royal Stable.
I suppose you could get used to it. Of course, if we gave it a good cleaning, there are certain advantages. Those small high windows with the bars, even the stalls. Well, I mean, the prisoner could use one for sleeping, plenty of hay and straw, another stall for eating. It makes quite a suite. And all this begins to make sense.
Your Highness, may I call your attention to one slight drawback?
Yes?
If the Royal Stables becomes the Royal Prison, where will we keep the Royal Horses? Actually, down here, Your Majesty, is my favorite. I've reserved suggesting this as a prison for last. Your Majesty, the Royal Wine Cellar.
My gracious, the Royal Wine Cellar. I haven't been down here in years. No, not the Royal Wine Cellar for a prison. It's too great a temptation.
The very place. How stupid of me. Why didn't I think of it before? We have a stone guard house not 50 yards from the palace kitchen door, within full sight of the barracks and the entire army.
Let's have a look at it. If this place is what you say, I think we can safely announce our decision to our people. You know, my dear General, had the fellow not been so exceedingly cooperative dealing with the Swedes and so forth, I would not have taken such a personal interest in his case.
It's quite a good turnout down there.
It's a nice crowd.
Who's keeping the king?
And I advised him to make the people wait before he appears at the balcony. The longer they wait, the more docile they are, and it builds up his entrance, anticipation-wise. Oh, Your Majesty, we weren't just talking about you. Yes, well, will somebody please pull the ermine collar back from my ears? Darned annoying the way it rides up. No, not that way. Pin it to the cloak. Now the crown. It feels crooked. Does it look crooked? I hate this crown. It may have fitted farther, but it's much too small for me. Now, everybody ready?
Oh, yes, Your Majesty.
All right, let's get this show on the road. Subjects of the crown, we're all aware of the tragedy that's befallen our peace-loving, law-abiding land. That one single Monegasque has disregarded the canons of social behavior and snuffed out the life of another Monegasque is... yes, well, it's pretty bad, to say the least. However, there is the act of forgiveness. Is that not so? Who here would like to see a man die? Let me hear your voices. I'm sure very few. Oh, dear. You really are that fond of death for a criminal. However, I, your king, I feel compassion. Let me say, great compassion. Therefore, since we would rather our prisoner lived and learned to repent his misdeed, we have decided to commute the death sentence to one of life in prison. Now, let me tell you a little of the arrangements for the safeguarding of the prisoner.
He will be incarcerated near the palace, well guarded round the clock by 3 shifts, brought his meals by the guards, and I would say pretty well guarded. All right, and so with this momentous news we conclude, and thank you for your devoted attention. And now, everybody back to work. On the double! Oh, I'm exhausted. How did I do? How did it go? Huh?
Marvelous. It's simply marvelous.
I don't know. I don't think I grabbed them.
Cousin, Your Majesty, can I be familiar just once? I would say that this life imprisonment is the best thing you ever did.
Well, at least it's cheaper. I don't believe it. I can't believe it.
Your Majesty, I've been keeping close tabs on the whole operation every month for the past 12 months. From the day the prisoner started his sentence, I watched it like a hawk. I make sure there's no duplication, no waste, no fat. And these are the figures.
We'll go broke.
Add it up. Round-the-clock guards for 365 days. That's 8,760 guard hours. Food for the 2 shifts when they're not normally feeding guards. Food for the prisoner, and that's a heavy item. He's no cheap eater. No, don't get me wrong, Your Majesty, I understand. Gourmet meals, that was the deal.
It can't be. 1,000 francs a year? All right, the rest of you've been standing around with your mouths open and saying nothing. General, ministers, say something.
Perhaps the first year is always higher, expense-wise.
No, you don't, simpleton. His life as a young man. He could live for another 50 years.
It's a severe drain on the royal purse.
This rascal is bleeding us. There's got to be a cheaper way.
We could save money if we dismissed the guards.
Oh, wait a minute. No guards and the prisoner might run away.
Is that such a bad idea?
He's got it. Is that such a bad idea? General, release the guards. Unlock the door.
When, Your Majesty?
This very minute.
Very good, sir.
What time is it?
A few minutes to dinner time.
Good. Let's watch. When he hears the door unlock, he'll think they've brought him dinner. And then... here, this window faces just right. Let me see. Oh, yes. The kitchen is below us to the left. Oh, there's the general. The guard is unlocking the door. And there goes the guard. You see him around the corner? And there goes the general.
Here he is, the prisoner.
Absolutely on the button.
Ooh, look at the expression on his face.
Where is my guard to bring me my dinner? Oh, I wonder if he realizes he could escape right now.
He could escape.
The prisoner has disappeared.
Which way did he go?
I know he didn't go back inside. Ministers, I believe our problem has been solved. Our prisoner seems to have decided to take a little walk. Now, nobody here will go down there. Nobody in this room will give any kind of an alarm. Tomorrow we shall decide, in consultation with the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Transportation, as well as the Minister of Justice, exactly when to give the alarm. The border is only a quarter hour away by train. On foot, it takes a little longer. We want him to have ample opportunity to make a complete escape.
Your Majesty, Your Highness, he's back.
What? Who's back?
The prisoner. He's carrying a tray. It must be his dinner.
Of course. He's been to the king's kitchen, fetched his own dinner. What do you think of that? Self-serving.
He's back inside his prison. Oh, he's shutting the door behind him. He's not leaving. He's staying.
Well, you might as well tell me. What's the bad news?
He did it again. All day. Opened the door at breakfast time. No guard in sight. Went to the royal kitchen, asked for what he'd ordered. They gave it to him. He went back to his cell and he ate it. The same thing at lunch and at dinner.
And he's ordered his menu right through Sunday.
Well, I'm not waiting for any Sunday.
Well, what can we do?
Tell him. That's what you have to do. Tell him straight out that we don't want to keep him, we don't want to feed him, that he's a lazy good-for-nothing, and to get out and get himself lost.
But I have nowhere to go. I mean, what can I do? Everybody knows about me. Every day, at least 50 rubbernecks walk around the guardhouse, gawking and pointing and whispering. You have ruined my character by your sentence. What can I do?
My dear chap, wouldn't you feel better out in the world, making an honest living?
To tell you frankly, I've gotten out of the habit of working.
Oh, come now.
No, you treated me very badly. In the first place, when you sentenced me to death, you should have executed me, but you didn't. All right, I didn't complain about that. And then you sentenced me for life and put guards on duty to bring me my food. Sometimes they'd be late, and I would have to wait as much as 15 minutes for my dinner. I didn't complain about that either. Then you took the guards away, and I had to fetch my own food. Well, perhaps I'm too easygoing. I didn't complain about that either. But now you actually want me to go away? I can't agree to that. You can tell the king that so far as I'm concerned, a deal is a deal.
Ministers, things are not as we might wish them to be. Does anyone here have any ideas of how we can get rid of this monster?
Certainly. Offer the prisoner a pension.
Pay him?
If he leaves the country.
Pension him? Can we keep it reasonable?
I suggest 500 francs a year.
Much as that?
He may go for it, found money-wise.
Yes, I agree with the Minister of Finance. It would be worth it to be rid of him.
500 francs. Think maybe you do it for 4?
I don't think we can haggle. Summer is coming, and it'd knock us out of the tourist business. People don't want to visit a country where there's a roaming convict, a killer who doesn't want to leave, and whom we don't want to lock up.
Well, that's it, then.
500 per annum, and that is it. Take it or leave it. That's what the king said.
Well, I guess I don't mind. So long as you give me your ministerial assurance to pay it promptly and regularly.
Oh, you have His Majesty's word.
On that condition, I am willing to do it. Oh, yes. I'd like this year's pension in advance so I can get settled in.
Certainly.
Good enough. Well, then, I shall be off. See you next year, same time. Oh, and, Minister, there's a half a bottle of Montrachet over there, if you'd like to finish it. It's an excellent year. It's a pity to let it go to waste.
And so the matter was settled. The prisoner took his money, took the train, and in 15 minutes was out of the country. He bought a bit of land just across the frontier and started market gardening. He never went hunting again. He never married again. Once a year, he goes to the palace, draws his pension, goes to the gaming tables, stakes 3 francs, sometimes wins, sometimes loses, and returns home. And there's a bit more to this tale, which I will tell you when I return. You can find the story you've just heard written in Russian by the great Leo Tolstoy. In many countries, too many. I'd say it was a good thing our prisoner did not commit his crime in a land where they don't begrudge the expense of cutting off a man's head. or the expense of keeping him in prison for life. To wind up, let old Will Shakespeare have the last word. Use every man after his desert, and who shall escape whipping? Our cast included Robert Dryden, Ian Martin, Court Benson, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Life is a game that must be played. Or so it is said. But in every game, there must be winners and there must be losers, which means that in the game of life, we have two types of contestants. Those who will win and those who will lose. The winners, as a rule, get wealth and fame. The losers remain poor and obscure. Naturally, the winners are better players, but does that mean they are better people?
I could never kill anyone.
How do you know?
Oh, it's not in my nature.
That's where you're wrong. Man has always been a hunter, a killer. It's your nature to kill. Now, what would you say if you found out you had the right to kill?
The right to kill?
No, not just the right. But you even could get a license to kill.
Our mystery drama, License to Kill, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Tony Roberts and Fred Gwynne. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule. I'll be back shortly with Act One. When the great scorer comes to write against your name, he marks not that you won or lost, but how you played the game. How seriously that sentiment by Mr. Grantland Rice was taken, and not too long ago. What innocent times those must have been, when athletic coaches would actually contend that their basic function was to build character. Well, even if they didn't really mean it, at least they said it. Today, we know better. Today, it really doesn't matter how you play the game, as long as you win. Winning, that's it. There is no substitute for victory. Victory at all costs. But has anybody ever added up the total cost of victory? Why don't we listen to Francis X. Brunner? Mr. Brunner is walking along a corridor in a dormitory-type building. It is the end of August, and the premises are being occupied by a professional football team that has just completed its training camp.
Yes, my name is Francis Xavier Brunner, but everybody calls me Bruns. Around this time of the year, I also have another name, the Turk. Yeah, I'm the guy who, well, we start camp with maybe 60, 80 guys who want to make the team. By the time the season starts, we got to cut the roster down to the 40s. And so, wait a minute. Room 413. Can't say 13's a lucky number for this one. Chappie? You want to see me, Coach? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you know why. Oh? That's a shame. You got more raw talent than anybody on the club. Yeah, but Still, Coach Bradshaw's cutting me. Why? Why? Well, you're not JR's type of ball player. Yeah, but I try. Of course you do. But Coach Bradshaw says you got to give it all you got. I do that. Well, what? Come on, tell me. Well, look, there are 23 other teams in the league, Chappie. You'll catch on somewhere. Why is he cutting me? You don't want to tell me. All right, so I'll ask him. Would he tell me if I asked him? J.R. Bradshaw. His name is J.R., and he's the head coach of the Gateway City Buccaneers. Every year we make the playoffs, and almost every year we win the Super Bowl. J.R. wouldn't have it any other way.
So, you want to know why you're being cut?
Yes, sir, Coach Bradshaw. That's right, if you wouldn't mind telling me, sir.
You're being cut for one reason and one reason only.
Yeah, what's that?
You don't hit hard enough.
Well, I bring my man down, usually. Yeah, the kid does make his share of tackles, J.R.
You keep out of this, Bruns. Look, we discussed it thoroughly. You bring your man down, sure, but he gets up too quick. You, know what I mean?
No, I don't think I do, sir.
You hit a guy, he should know it. He should feel it. He should want to lay there for a minute and think about it before getting up. He should be a little shy, a little nervous next time he comes around your end. Maybe he'll freeze up, try to protect himself, worry about a fumble. You don't hit him that hard.
I hit him hard enough to stop him.
Like I said, that's not hard enough.
I can't hit any harder.
Why not?
But, Coach, I'm 6'4". I weigh 260 pounds. If I hit a man really, really hard, I could kill him.
Huh? That would be his problem, wouldn't it?
Well, no, sir. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid that'd be my problem.
I hate to let you go, Chappie. But unless you're willing to give it everything...
I'm afraid to do that.
Well, then, there's not much more we can say, is there?
No, there wasn't. And that was the end of Chappie. You know how quick the fellas come and go in this business. The day after a guy's gone, everybody stops thinking about him. And about a week later, it's as if the guy never lived at all. Well, the great J.R. Bradshaw, he gives me a hard time, too, along with everyone.
Run that piece of film again. Yeah. Right there. I just saw what we want. See? Look. The tight end fakes a block. Then he goes out on a pattern. Stay there. Don't answer it.
But I hear...
Nobody got wise to it during the game. And the guy catches 7 passes.
Listen, J.R.,
Now, when he pulls that on the outside linebacker, what we're going to do is...
J.R., I think I better answer the phone, huh?
I'm going to make him take that phone out of here.
I got a sick wife at home, J.R.
I want Jerry or Phil, who's ever in there, to answer.
I got to answer.
What for?
Hello?
Crying out loud, will you hang up?
Yes, Martha, it's me. I don't know. Hang on, I'll ask J.R. Martha, it's Martha. She's not feeling so good, J.R.
Oh, tell her to call a doctor.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Where am I going to get a doctor? I have to go home to her.
Come on, what good are you going to do her?
I can't let her stay alone in the house.
Hasn't she got a mother or somebody who can come and keep her company?
J.R., you got to understand.
Look. I'll tell you what's wrong with this ball club. Nobody wants to win. On the field, my players dog it. My coaching staff is always looking for excuses to go home.
J.R., she's sick.
Yeah, all I know is we got the Tigers coming in here Sunday afternoon, and we're not prepared. That's all I know.
J.R., we've been 15 straight hours on these films.
We'll do 15 more if that's what it takes.
Look, J.R.
All right. Get out of here.
I'll be at practice early.
Yeah.
Hello, Martha. I'm on my way. It's just, we lost all track of time. Yes, sir. Right away. J.R., I know how important this session is, but, well, if you were married, you'd understand.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. If I was married, I wouldn't lie to my wife.
When did I ever lie to Martha?
You didn't lie just now? You said on the phone you lost all track of time. That was a lie.
Well, I had to tell her something.
And what are you going home now for?
Well, I told you, J.R., she's sick.
She was also sick 8 hours ago. Why didn't you go home then?
Look, JR, I don't have to take that from you.
Take it or leave it. It don't mean a thing. All that matters is winning a ball game. You have to make sacrifices.
Oh, I know that lecture by heart.
You should. You heard it often enough. Look. Technically, you're the best defensive coach in the business. But that's all you'll ever be. Somebody's assistant. You'll never have a ball club of your own. And if you do, you won't last out the season.
And how many seasons will you last out, JR? I mean, when it's all over, what'll you have to show for it?
The winningest record in professional football.
Okay, JR. And that's what they can carve on your tombstone. JR, he's forever complaining. He believes in running scared. I must say that Chappie had disappeared completely from my mind, and I never dreamed that Chappie would come back into my life. It happened at Mady's. It's a night spot where the sports crowd hangs out. She told me about what happened that night. Coach Bradshaw had just walked in.
Well, here's the Papa Wolf himself.
Hiya, matey.
How are the little Wolflets doing?
I catch one of them breaking curfew. It'll cost them $100.
How's it look? Sunday against Dallas.
We're gonna take a bath.
Oh, the way you cry, we could fill a tub with your tears.
What I need is a big, tough defensive end.
Well, we did cut the biggest defensive end I ever saw, that kid, Billy Chapman.
Big, yeah. Tough, enough, no. Who's in the joint tonight?
Well, let's count. You, me, the bartender, the piano player. You should know by now the joint is always dead on Wednesday night.
Why's that?
Must be conscience night.
I never heard of it.
You don't have one. But one night a week, most guys will make it a point to stay home with the wife and the kids.
What for?
What is the use of talking to you?
Well, why Wednesday night?
Beats me. Some places it's Monday, or Tuesday, Thursday.
If a guy wants to get someplace in this world, he has no business being married.
Is that a fact?
Being a winner is a full-time job. Takes everything you got, 24 hours a day. I got kids on my ball club. They make more money than the President of the United States.
Well, they can throw a football further.
They think they all got it coming to them. So, do they concentrate in the game? They own restaurants and hamburger stands, chain stores. See, that's the trouble with the kids today. They're not hungry. What's happened to the good old-fashioned values?
Coach Bradshaw?
What are you doing in here?
Coach,
That's $200 you're being fined. $100 for breaking curfew, another C-note for being in the saloon.
Hey, you can't call this joint a saloon.
But, Coach, I'm not on a team anymore. You cut me 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I did. Well, you should be at home in bed, a young fellow like you.
Look, Coach.
Here it is, 2 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing in a gin mill, looking to pick up some dame? I understood you're a married man.
Yeah, I am, Coach. I got married in June. We both graduated from college.
And you're cheating on her already, huh?
No, Coach, no. I would never cheat on Louisa.
Then what are you doing in here?
Well, I was looking for you.
What did you want to see me about?
Please, Coach. Could you put me back on the team?
No. You're not my kind of player.
Yeah, I know that.
Then what are you even wasting your time for?
I'm not your kind of player right now.
But what are you trying to say?
I could learn.
You had 10 weeks of training camp over the summer. You didn't learn nothing.
I didn't want to.
And now you want to.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice. But now I got to.
Yeah?
That's my wife, Louisa. You see, Coach, she's in the hospital.
What's wrong with her?
I put her there.
Kid, what are you talking about?
I was driving the car, and she said, slow down. I didn't listen. And then we skidded, and we hit an embankment. Nothing at all happened to me. Everything happened to her.
What do you mean, everything?
They don't know, Doc. They don't know if she's going to live or die. See, she can't move. She's still in a coma.
Huh?
I only know it's going to take a lot of doctors and nurses and hospitals and money. And all I know how to do is play football. Please, Coach, put me back on the team.
You don't play football my way, Chappie.
I can learn to.
Could you?
A rather gentle giant is now in the hands of a man who believes in showing no mercy and giving no quarter. Can a man change his essential nature? Before he can answer that question, he must first discover what his essential nature is. Do you know yours? We'll know more about our story when I return with Act Two. Necessity is not only the mother of invention, but intention as well. Ideals, beliefs, morals, yes. These may be the things to which we aspire because aspirations, as everyone knows, cost nothing. Actions, on the other hand, usually carry a price tag. So, when all's said and done, we generally do what we can afford.
So, you want to play football, huh?
Yes, Coach Bradshaw.
My kind of football.
Yes. I'm going to need money. I must do everything for Louisa to get well.
I understand they call you Chappie.
Yes, sir.
What kind of a name is Chappie? Hey, what does it remind you of?
I don't know, sir.
Malted milk and lollipops. Chappie. From now on, no more Chappie. From now on, your name is Chopper.
Yeah?
You are looking at the Chopper. He is the fearsome fiend that bursts through the blockers and chops down that quarterback. And when the Chopper chops them down, they stay down. You hear what I said? Chopper.
J.R., you were born a couple of thousand years too late. You should have been around back in those Roman days and trained those gladiators.
What do you think it's all about today? It's the same thing. I'm just honest about it, that's all. That's why I collect all that flack from the bleeding hearts. That's why the people go to a game, see? They go to see blood.
Coach Bradshaw, I'm not sure I can...
You're not sure you can... What? Put yourself in line to make $1 million to save your wife's life?
But it's not in my nature to hurt people.
Your carelessness put Louise in the hospital to begin with.
But that was an accident.
It was your fault. She told you to slow down, but you didn't.
Hey, yes, but...
You wanted the excitement, or maybe you wanted to prove to her you were the boss. Why did you have to do that?
J.R., lay off.
No. We're getting at something. What was the argument about?
How did you know there was an argument?
So, you admit there was an argument.
It wasn't an argument exactly.
What was it?
Nothing.
Why, were you mad at her?
I wasn't mad at her. Me and Louisa never argue. She wanted me to give up football. She wanted me to give up football, which is why I wound up being cut from the team.
That's it. You didn't want to give up football. She wanted it.
She was right.
That's why you crashed the car.
Will you put me back on the team?
What's your name?
My name is Billy Chapman.
What's your name?
You know my name. It's Chappie.
Once and for all, and for the last time, what's your name?
The Chopper.
Say it so I can hear it. Say it so the whole world can hear it. What's your name?
The Chopper.
Louder.
The Chopper. But I didn't find any of that out till later. Till much later. First, I knew I got a call from J.R.
Runs. Yeah. I want you out in the field early tomorrow morning.
Yeah?
I got you a brand new defensive end.
You did?
He's a killer.
Oh, who'd you trade for him?
Nobody. I picked him up.
Oh, come on, JR. You just don't pick up a Major League defensive end.
Wait, let's see him.
What's his name?
His name's the Chopper.
The Chopper? What kind of name is that?
It'll explain itself.
It's all in the matter of how you distribute your weight. Now, you have to be ready to read the play and commit yourself. See? I think so. Okay, good. Now, you take a stance like this, Chappie.
Hey, hold it. Run. What did you just call him?
What do you mean, what did I just call him?
Answer the question. What did you call him?
I call him by his name, Chappie.
That's not his name.
It's not?
It's the Chopper. That name's got to become part of him. He's got to believe it.
There was no question about it. He knew how to play football. He was a one-man gang out there on the practice field. And I felt good. Why not? I knew I was in for another Super Bowl win with all that money. Well, we'd flown out to Texas, where we were meeting our big rivals the next day. Now, this game would prove who was the boss. We had a coaches' meeting, as usual, till 1 a.m. I think JR calls so many because he hates to be alone. I'd just gotten back to my room when there was a knock on the door.
Coach Brunner?
Hey, what are you doing up so late?
Can I come in, sir?
If JR decides to run a bed check, it'll cost you $100, son.
I don't know what to do.
About what?
Well, about football.
Oh, look, what brings this on?
It's just that football ain't no fun anymore.
Oh?
I played all my life. I played Sandlot. Then we had leagues, the American Legion and all, and then high school and college.
Yeah, I know.
Every single minute of it was fun. But it's different now.
Well, it's a serious business. It has to be. You know how much money's involved.
Yeah, I guess so. That's why she wanted me to give it up.
Louisa?
Yeah, she said, Chappie, you look different. How different? I said. I don't know, she said. You get a mean look in your eye now and then.
Well, sometimes it can't be helped. The guy you're up against, he's got a job to do. Both of you, you're fighting for your bread and butter.
Yeah, well, that's what I told Louisa. And she said, why do you have to fight? What do you want with a job where you have to fight for your bread and butter? It's not in your nature.
It isn't, Chappie?
No. It always used to be just the games. Coach Bradshaw figures I should manhandle people.
Well, that's true.
Well, I hate what I'm doing now. It kills me when people call me the Chopper. It'd kill Louisa if she ever found out. What should I do?
About what?
I don't know, about everything.
What can you do, Chappie?
Thanks for calling me Chappie. I need the money. For Louisa. I really don't have a choice.
Now then, what can I tell you?
Nothing, Coach Brenner. Thanks for just letting me talk to somebody.
He went back to his room. For a long time, I couldn't sleep. For some reason, I was afraid. And I simply couldn't understand why. After all, things looked great. It was going to be another winning year, another championship year. What was bothering me? Well, I finally drifted off into an uneasy sleep. And in my dream, I saw Chappie looking terrible and chopping away at the other team with an axe. I forced myself to wake up. And I stayed up till dawn, had some breakfast, and then left for the stadium.
We're going to take him today, Brun.
Well, we got the better team.
We got the Chopper. We got the biggest thing in pro football.
Listen, JR.
Listen to what?
It's not in his nature.
What's not in his nature?
The killer instinct that you're trying to give him.
It isn't his nature, believe me. You'll see.
But I knew it wasn't. Not in this gentle, soft-spoken kid. Well, the other guys won the toss, and we kicked off, and the game was on. My defensive squad was on the field, and And there was Chappie at the left end. As the teams lined up for the first series of downs, I heard it. I heard it for the first time. You see, there was a loyal contingent of home fans who'd flown out to Dallas to root for us. And a shout was coming from their section of the stand. Kill, Chopper, kill. You heard this kind of thing at sports stadiums. Kill him, murder him, tear him apart, beat his brains out. I never went for it myself, but there are those who claim it's harmless. Just folks letting off steam. Hell, I wouldn't know. All I know is that I saw Chappie stand there for a moment. And he looked up at the stands, and suddenly there was terror on his face. And he just ran off the field as fast as he could and into the locker room. I sent another player in for Chappie, and then I ran to the dressing room myself. But JR got there ahead of me.
What are you trying to pull?
I can't do it.
Get back out there.
No, I'm not going out there.
You're a quitter.
You hear what they're yelling at me? Kill. Kill? I'm not a murderer.
Nobody's telling you to actually kill.
No, and why do they say that?
It's just a way of talking.
Oh, they want me to kill. That's what they want. That's what you want.
No. It's just a way of saying hit him. Hit him hard.
No. You want me to kill?
A good, clean, hard hit. Legal. Keep it legal, but hard. That's what this game's all about. Get out there.
No. I'm not going out there. JR, leave the kid alone.
You keep out of this, Bruns. Chopper.
Don't call me Chopper.
Chopper. Look me in the eye.
No.
I said, look me in the eye. Now, go out there. Go out there and hit. Understand?
I understand. He ran out of the locker room and onto the field, and once again that cry of kill, Chopper, kill was roared from the stands. Carnahan, the opposing quarterback, took the snap, and he looked for a receiver downfield, but suddenly Chappie had smashed through Carnahan's protective screen of blockers, and Chappie had, well, the only way I can say it is he just chopped Carnahan down to the ground. It was a hard, vicious, smothering kind of tackle, but it was legal. It was completely legal. Carnahan lay there very still for several long seconds. And then he got up very slowly, and he just stood there. The trainer, the other coach, ran to him and helped him off the field. But you knew, you just knew that Jerry Carnahan, the all-pro quarterback, was through for the day.
I told you! He's a killer!
JR, what did you do to that boy? What did you do to him?
Obviously, JR has transformed Chappie into Chopper. But what kind of transformation is this destined to be? You can change somebody's mind by argument, but how do you change his heart, his psyche, or is it his soul? How deep is this transformation? You won't have to wait too long to find out. Act 3 will be here in a few moments. There are those who say that people never change. The child, they say, is the father of the man. And when you point to dramatic switches in attitudes and personalities, they say it's nothing really new. That's how that person actually was all the time, underneath. Is it true? Are we always basically the same? Well, the case of Chappie, or the Chopper, may provide fuel for one side or the other.
It was, well, what word can describe it? A triumph for Chappie. And that's how it was week after week. The reporters wouldn't let him alone. And always standing by, taking the bows with him, was, of course, old J.R. himself.
You can't say too much about the Chopper, fellas. I mean, he has changed the essential nature of the game. He's taken away the passing attack. That quarterback is listening for the Chopper's footsteps. That quarterback is now in too much of a hurry to get rid of that ball.
I got a question for you, Chappie.
Hey. His name is the Chopper, Daly.
I'm a reporter, J.R., not some hired PR hack. The name on the birth certificate is Billy Chapman. Hey, Chappie, how you feel?
How does he feel about what?
I'm asking him, J.R.
I feel okay, I guess.
How you feel about Jerry Carnahan?
What? Well, what about Jerry Carnahan?
He's gone into the hospital for tests.
Hey, what are you trying to pull on the kid? Are you inferring he did something illegal?
I'm not inferring, I'm implying. You're inferring. The way he hit Carnahan
was absolutely legal.
Was it sportsmanlike?
What you're telling my kid is that Carnahan went into the hospital for tests. What you ain't saying is that Carnahan was sent home from the hospital A-OK. You know, you media guys, you're always looking to start trouble.
And so it went. I didn't see very much of Chappie from that point on. Oh, sure, at practice, naturally, but, I mean, afterwards. He'd never come around to see me and just talk the way we used to. He was always surrounded by the writers and the bunch from the advertising agency that sponsors our games, all kinds of celebrities. There's a whole crowd that takes up a new sports hero, and sometimes they completely turn his head. But, you know, I wasn't worried about Chappie. Or was I? Anyhow, I wasn't very much surprised when I got a call at home one night.
Bonds?
Yeah, Chappie?
Can you come someplace with me?
When?
Now?
Where?
The hospital.
Oh.
I just got a call to come over right away.
Well, sure. Is it...
I don't know what it is, and well, I'm scared to go by myself, Bruns.
The minute we arrived at the hospital, the terrible suspense was over, and we knew it was good news. We could tell from the smile on her face. She was a small girl, and she looked almost like a doll with her long black hair and her shining black eyes.
Chappie, oh, darling, it's a miracle.
What happened?
I just opened my eyes, and I woke up.
You mean you don't need any operation?
No, I don't think so.
And you're feeling okay?
Oh, I feel a bit weak. But the doctor says in a week or two everything will be just fine.
Oh, Louise. Why don't you folks kind of excuse me?
Oh, no, please, don't go, Coach Brunner. I'm tired. I've got to go back to sleep. But just promise me that you'll keep an eye on my Chappie till I can come home and do it myself. Promise?
Sure, I promise.
Now, Chappie, honey. Now, you can quit playing football.
What?
Oh, I know all about you, darling. The nurses asked me if I was married to the Chopper.
Oh, Louise, honey, that's...
Oh, it's awful.
It's just publicity.
They call you a monster, a fiend, a killer.
Well, that's just the way the writers have it. It sells papers.
You put this poor Carnahan fellow in the hospital.
Louisa, it's all in the game.
But what are you doing in the game? You promised to quit.
I know.
You swore you'd quit.
Honey, when we had the accident, it looked bad for you. You know that. I mean, the doctors were talking about treatments that... Well, I'd have had to be a millionaire.
But as it turns out, I don't need them anymore. We had a miracle.
Yeah, but I had no way of knowing that, so I had to make money the only way I really know how.
By killing people?
Honey, I had to go back.
Well, I understand. To make money for me. But I'm going to be all right now. So you can quit.
Quit? Quit and do what?
Oh, Chappie, we already discussed what you do. You'll get a job teaching phys ed back home at the high school.
Oh, but Louisa...
You mean you're going to break your promise? You're going to break your promise to me?
No, honey. No, you know I couldn't do that.
So, you're quitting, huh?
Yes, sir, Coach Bradshaw.
Sunday, we played Dallas. It's for the title.
Yes, sir?
I won't say anything about your responsibility to me. Or your responsibility to your teammates and your coaches. Or, more important, your responsibility to yourself.
Coach Bradshaw.
Who quits? A quitter. And that's you.
Coach, I promised. I want you to understand.
What's to understand? You're a quitter.
I promised.
You can't keep that promise. Hey. Look at me.
No.
Look at me, Chopper. In the eye. Look me in the eye.
I could see a shudder pass through his body. If I were a superstitious man, I could believe that... Well, never mind what I could believe. Chappie went back to the hospital alone, so I don't know what happened between them. But he didn't quit. And about 10 days later, Louisa left the hospital. And she didn't leave Chappie. So I guess she decided to put up with it. Most women do in the long run, don't they? And then one day at practice, I saw her in the stands. She waved at me. I could tell by her face she wanted to talk.
I don't know what to do, Coach Brunner.
About what?
It's not my Chappie, not that killer down there on the field.
He knows what he's doing.
He doesn't. Something's gotten into him.
What do you mean?
300 years ago, where I come from, you could be burned at the stake for what I mean. He's bewitched.
Bewitched? Now, Louisa, you're an educated girl. How could you possibly...
It's true. Chappie, he has such a beautiful soul, such a gentle spirit. Something has seized control of him, something evil.
Now, Louisa...
We stop him. If he goes on like this, he'll kill someone.
Oh, no.
Look at me when you say no. He'll kill someone, and that will destroy him. We must find out a way to stop him.
Sure, you could have said she was hysterical, but I believed her. I don't know why. I believed her. I don't even know what it was that I believed. But I knew something was different about Chappie. And I knew that sooner or later he would kill someone. Well, the team was undefeated, and so we went into the Super Bowl. The opponent was Dallas. And just before the game, the reporters were firing away as usual.
We beat them during the season. We'll beat them again today.
You feeling nervous, Chappie?
Chopper, Daly, Chopper. Why should he feel nervous?
Well, he almost killed Jerry Carnahan the last time.
What do you mean, almost killed? What kind of talk is that?
Put him in the hospital.
As many as 10, 15 players a week go to hospital for observation or tests or treatment. The fact is, wise guy, Jerry Carnahan came out of the hospital the next day. He went on to have the greatest season of his career.
One thing about JR, he knows how to handle the media. Or thinks he does. Well, the game began. And you could hear the crowd yelling, "Kill, Chopper, kill!" I looked at Chappie's face. And you know, I became frightened. Because I saw something I never noticed before. There was a kind of look in his eye. You could see that he loved it. That the chant was psyching him up. He more than loved it. He was glorying in it. He couldn't wait for the play to begin. And then came the snap. And though I was watching it closely, I really couldn't tell you how it happened. Suddenly, he had smashed through the Dallas line, and he hit quarterback Jerry Carnahan. You could hear the sound all over the stadium. And Jerry Carnahan was lying there on the ground. It was very still. And you knew. You just knew. He was dead. Chappie just stood there, looking at him. Just looking at him. And then, very slowly, he walked off the field. I know he didn't even shower. He just changed clothes and went home. I wasn't there, but much later, Louisa told me what happened.
Louisa, say something to me. Honey, what are you doing? You got to stop putting your stuff into that suitcase. Please.
Don't touch me.
Please.
No. I saw it. I saw it on television. You killed him.
Louisa.
You're a murderer.
No, Louisa, I'm not. I don't know how it happened. I didn't want to kill him. I never wanted to kill anyone. Something possessed me.
No.
I put on that uniform. I got out on that field, and suddenly I'm not myself anymore.
Well, who are you?
I don't know. I got crazy feelings. I got a hit. I got a smash. That's not me. But I can't help myself. And that crowd yells, "Kill, Chopper, kill!" And I get all inflamed. I feel I just want to...
Chopper, it wasn't your fault. No one could blame you.
You get away from me, J.R.
He had no business being on the field. They should have never played him. He lied about being healthy.
Go away.
Nobody's blaming you, kid. You play it hard, but you play it clean. Look, I know you feel bad, but it's the game.
Shut up.
Look at me. Look me in the eye, Chopper.
Don't look at him.
It's you, J.R. It's you. You bewitched me. You possessed me.
Kid, what you need's a good night's sleep.
Tell him to go away from here.
He'll never go away. He's got to be driven out. He's got to be driven out of me.
Hey, wait a minute. Let go. Drive you out. Hey, you crazy.
Don't choke him.
You have to drive him out. Help me. Oh, my God, it's breaking.
And that's how she told it to me, a long time later. Long after Chappie had killed J.R. Chappie was never tried or anything like that. They just put him away for a while to study him. I go up to see him now and again. Louisa stays with him. Hi, Chappie.
Do you know me, sir?
I'm Coach Brunner. Now with J.R. gone...
J.R.
The Buccaneers are my team.
Buccaneers?
Well, we're in last place on merit, but we have a lot of laughs. Sure wish you'd come back.
Back to what, sir?
Football, Chappie. It's a fun game again. It's the kind of game you liked.
Louisa? What is this gentleman talking about?
It's nothing, honey. He's just passing the time of day.
Yeah, just passing the time of day.
You may have it any way you wish, which is more than you can say about most stories. Was Chappie possessed by the violence of his coach, J.R. Bradshaw? Was the violence an inherent part of his own psyche? Is man basically violent? If we knew all these things, there would be very little mystery left in the world. I shall return shortly.
I'm Hyman Brown, producer-director of the Radio Mystery Theater. When we went on the air with Mystery Theater in 1974, we were delighted to find a whole new audience for our radio dramas. Young people from 7 to 17. You told us by your response that radio drama was a new and thrilling experience. So for you, your family, and for youngsters of every age, I have good news now of a new dramatic series starting February 5th. It's the General Mills Radio Adventure Theater. Each Saturday and Sunday, on many of these stations, the General Mills Radio Adventure Theater presents different hour-long dramas of adventure and heroism. Many of the stories will be new and original. Others will be special adaptations of popular books. The well-known actor Tom Bosley will be your host each Saturday and Sunday. It all starts February 5th on the General Mills Radio Adventure Theater on many of these stations.
What have we got to show for 2,000 years of alleged civilization? The ancient Romans would fill the Colosseum to watch armed men fight to the death. And they would cheer their favorites on with frenzied shouts to kill. You hear these same shouts at football, boxing, and hockey matches. You hear them yell, "Kill the umpire," at baseball games. We're even starting to hear it at tennis. Do people really mean what they're shouting? Truthfully? I'm afraid to pursue it further. Our cast included Tony Roberts, Fred Gwynn, Marion Seldes, and Robert Maxwell. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Oh, but I do remember there was a wolf howling. Yes, I can hear it in my memory.
The doctor said it was the smell of the blood that drew him here.
Oh, yes, very probably. What's the matter, little Marcella? Why are you trembling so?
I am afraid of him. The stories, the legends about the spirits here in the mountains.
You mean the werewolves? That is an old wives' tale.
I don't know. Something almost human about its voice. And it doesn't sound like a man, but like a woman.
A woman?
You know something, Herman? Why I am really most afraid?
Why?
Because I think it is me she really comes for.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
So it's a good idea not to wait till the last minute to apply. If you have to double check what to bring with you, call any Social Security office. Someone there will be glad to help you. In the Denver metro area, call 232-3650.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. For a brief moment during the darkest night, we have a glimpse of ourselves and of our world, islanded in the stream of stars, pilgrims of mortality, voyaging between horizons across the eternal seas of space and time. Yes, for a moment, for only the briefest moment.
She was kidnapped, Sergeant.
That's right.
There were people on the street. Someone would have seen something. Are you sure she didn't run away?
She was kidnapped, Sergeant.
But if she were kidnapped, you'd have received a ransom note.
Is it possible for a girl to disappear without a trace? As if the earth just swallowed her up?
Our mystery drama, Wilhelmina Wilson, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Paul Hecht. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Absence, said the Roman philosopher, makes the heart grow fonder. However, an unexplained absence is bound to make the heart grow anxious. Society takes note of this fact, which is why every police department has its Bureau of Missing Persons.
My name is Truesdale, Sidney Truesdale.
Yes, Mr. Truesdale?
I'm his wife, Molly Truesdale.
The lieutenant downstairs.
At the desk. He said to see you.
Is Sergeant Keller?
Yes. So you wish to report a missing person?
Well, now that you ask.
Sid, there's no way to get around it. She's a missing person.
Who are we talking about?
Our daughter.
And her name?
Margaret Truesdale. But she's known professionally as Margie True.
Margie True.
Yes, it's shorter, snappier than Margaret Truesdale.
Sid, that's not important. Besides, I'm sure he never even heard of her.
Now, I need some statistics. Female, huh? Margaret or Margie Truesdale, or True. Age?
23.
She'll be 23. She's 22.
Hair?
Blonde.
Natural.
Height?
5'9".
Weight?
125.
Now, how long has she been missing?
How long? About 3 hours, I should think.
It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. At least 4 hours.
Yeah, well, that's hardly enough time to be...
What were you going to say?
It's hardly something to be concerned about.
Yes. Now, when was she due home?
Well, the library closes at 8:30.
Yes, she'd gone there to return a book.
She always comes right back.
She should have been home 9 o'clock at the latest.
Oh, she might have gone to a movie.
Well, she would have called us.
Besides, she doesn't like to go alone.
Just because a girl, well, actually a young lady, just because you haven't heard from her in 4 hours, she may have met someone.
She doesn't stay up late.
She can't. She's in training.
She's missing. There's nowhere she might have gone. Nowhere she's supposed to have gone, except home. And that's 4 hours ago.
Sergeant, you have to find her.
Yes. Now, I suggest you go home.
What are you trying to do? Get rid of us?
I don't think you're taking this seriously, Sergeant.
Please, Mr. and Mrs. Truesdale, your place is home. By the phone, in case she's trying to reach you. Now, you saw her last...
At 6:30.
And she was wearing...
the cocoa brown slacks and an eggshell blouse.
She was carrying the beige sweater.
Do you have a picture of her?
See, I told you they'd want a picture.
Thank you. Oh, she's very pretty. Your address?
613 Delaware.
And the library's at the corner of Garfield.
So somewhere in those 8 blocks...
Right. We'll start the routine.
Routine? Routine? This is our daughter.
He means the police routine, Molly.
What are you going to do? I mean right now.
Well, we'll check out the hospitals.
Oh, how could you say a thing like that?
We'll do everything we can to find your daughter. Sergeant Keller. Oh, yeah, Marty. The Truesdale girl? Yeah, what have you got? Nothing, huh? Anything from the cop on the beat? Hospitals? How about the morgue? Oh, okay. Thanks.
May I help you?
Yes, I'm a police detective. My identification.
Oh.
Were you working here at the library last night, Miss Stacy?
Oh, yes, sir.
Till when?
Oh, well, Wednesday nights we close the library at 8:30.
Do you know Miss Margaret Truesdale?
Oh, yes.
What do you know about her?
What? Is she in any trouble?
I hope not.
Well, I really don't know very much about her.
Was she in last night?
Oh, yes, she was.
And what time did she arrive?
I'm not sure. I didn't see her come in.
Do you know when she left?
Oh, yes, at exactly 7:30.
You're sure?
Oh, absolutely, because when she said goodnight to me, I remember saying to her, I've got 1 more hour to go.
Do you know anything at all about her?
Oh, she's a very pretty girl.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, let's see, she looks to be about 19. She comes in quite often, early in the evening. She reads for a while, and then she takes out a book and leaves.
Is she ever in here with anyone?
Oh, no, she's always alone.
Does she talk to anybody?
Just to me, as far as I know.
What do you talk about?
Oh, books, mostly.
What kind of books?
Fiction. Usually short stories.
Who's her favorite author?
Oh, I would say Edgar Allan Poe. See, there's one book she'd had out for quite a while. By that, I mean she'd keep renewing it.
And what book was that?
Well, as a matter of fact, she'd returned it last night. She said she'd finally bought herself a copy and didn't need ours anymore.
What's the name of the book?
Oh, William Wilson and Other Stories by Edgar Allan Poe. Why do you ask, Sergeant?
Well, I'm just hoping one thing may lead to another.
May? What is this all about?
Miss Stacy, it seems you're the last person I can find so far who has seen Miss Truesdale since she left here last night.
I don't understand.
She She disappeared.
Oh. Well, does anyone have any ideas as to why?
I came here to see if you have any ideas.
Well, as I said, I don't really know her. She's very quiet. She's been coming in for a long time. We say hello. We say goodbye. We occasionally pass the time of day while she checks out a book.
Yeah, on those occasions, what do you talk about?
Oh, nothing. That is, nothing of any significance. Maybe the weather, if it's unusually hot or cold or rainy or dry.
And that's all?
Oh, yes, just about.
Miss Stacy, try to think. Did she ever say anything else?
Not really. Nothing significant.
That could even be insignificant.
Oh, Sergeant, I wish I had some idea of what you want.
Yes, so do I. You see, at 7:30 last night, she left here, presumably to return home. It's an 8.5 block walk south along Delaware. It's a wide, well-lighted street filled with people. If there was any violence, it would have been noticed.
Well, then perhaps she didn't go home.
But where else was she bound for, and why? Was there anything unusual in her manner last night?
Oh, no. Not that I could see.
Miss Stacy, could you keep thinking and see if you come up with anything? Anything at all? Mrs. Truesdale?
Oh, it's the police sergeant. Sid, it's the sergeant.
May I come in?
Oh, have you found her?
No.
Oh, is there any news?
I'm afraid not.
Do you hear what he says, Sid? He's afraid not. Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, I guess it means they have no news yet.
I think it means a little bit more than that.
Like what?
It means they've been looking, but so far they're licked. Isn't that a fact, Sergeant?
Well, we need more information.
Well, you know her name, what she looks like, how she was dressed. What more can we tell you?
Would she have any reason for leaving home?
What are you saying?
It's obvious what he's saying, Sid. He's implying she ran off.
I'm suggesting it as a possibility.
And I'm here to go on record that it's an impossibility.
Now, why is that, Mr. Truesdale?
Now, you have no right to ask...
No, simmer down, Sid, simmer down. He's a cop. They've got a right to ask anything they please. No, Sergeant. She did not run off.
Can you be sure of it?
Why would a girl who loved her home, loved her parents, and loved her career just up and take off?
Yes. Where did she work?
At the Sunrise Athletic Club.
What sort of job did she have there?
No, she wasn't employed there. What my wife means is that she worked out there.
Oh, she was an athlete.
See, Sid? He never heard of her. You never heard of Margie True, Sergeant?
No, not until you reported her missing.
He doesn't know who she is, what she does. And we're paying your friend Morrison a pretty penny for publicity, too.
She's not my friend.
All right. She goes to the athletic club. Now, why?
She's probably the best swimmer in the world.
What do you mean, probably?
When she was about 14, she was very sick. And the doctor said the best thing for her would be to swim.
She became a champion swimmer by the time she recovered her health.
That took more than 6 years.
Anyhow, she decided she should go into the Olympics.
She's almost 23. That's maybe a little old. Actually, she started at a time when most of these kids are ready to retire. But she's got it.
And we've been working with her, setting things up.
This is the year she has to make it.
Yes, but the fact is, she's missing. Now, people disappear for one of 3 general reasons. First, foul play.
Oh, don't say that.
Second, for some reason of their own.
She'd have absolutely no reason to run away.
Third, this is very rare, amnesia.
That's it? Our little girl is wandering around somewhere not even knowing who she is.
I'd like to talk with some of her friends.
I'm sure they wouldn't know very much.
Could you give me some names?
Well, she wasn't really that close with too many people.
Does she have a boyfriend?
No.
You can't say it because she isn't pretty.
If she was interested, why, they'd buzz around like bees after honey.
But she's in training.
Early to bed.
No distractions.
The idea is you win the Olympics. You get the fame, the publicity.
And you go on from there.
Endorsements, TV, movies, a whole new important career.
And then
then you're exposed to a totally different class of men.
Tell me about her daily routine.
Well, she'd leave for the club in the morning.
Say about 9, and she'd work out till lunch.
Then she'd rest. And back again for lessons and practice till 4.
That's a pretty solid day.
And that's all she did?
Well, it's enough. We'd go out to dinner.
A show?
Or we'd stay home and watch TV.
She liked to go to the library.
She loved to read.
She was very intelligent. She could talk about things.
Like what?
Well, you know, things.
Specifically?
Just things in general.
Can you remember any individual topics?
Sergeant, there's no point giving me the 3rd degree.
Now, don't speak to the sergeant like that, Sid. Right now, he's our only hope. Well, what do people talk about? The weather, sports, the news. What's happening?
Did she seem nervous or scared lately?
What does that mean?
It means, I guess, was she maybe afraid of something?
Of what?
That's what this police officer wants to know.
Let me set you straight, Sergeant. She had nothing to be afraid of. She'd done nothing bad.
Was there anything at all unusual about her behavior?
No, nothing. She's got amnesia. I know it.
Well...
What does that well mean?
It means he's in the dark. He's up a tree, just like us.
Well, what are you standing around here for, Sergeant? Why aren't you out looking for her?
Out? Where? I need help.
We're willing to help.
You are willing, but I'm afraid you're not able.
We're doing everything we can.
You're not answering my question.
That isn't so.
You don't know who her friends are? You don't know what she thinks about?
She's a very dedicated girl.
Yes, then why did she run off?
She would never run off. She has amnesia.
Well, why would she have amnesia?
Well, because...
She's an athlete in training. She's in perfect health.
Well, then she was kidnapped.
How? Right off the street to Delaware Avenue?
They could have overpowered her, forced her into a car.
She wouldn't go quietly. She seems a big, strong girl.
Don't say it like that. You make her sound ungainly. She's beautifully built.
Well, you can't rule out the possibility of kidnapping, Sergeant.
You'd have received word by now about a ransom.
Well, maybe it's the kind of kidnapping where girls are sold into, you know, slavery.
Oh, please, Molly. Sergeant, we're desperate.
Yes, I understand. I just wish you knew a little more about her.
Sergeant, find her. Please. She's our little girl. And we love her.
There is a public service announcement on the air during the evening which asks the question, do you know where your children are? That's a good question. However, a question more to the point is one that asks, do you know who your child is? I suppose some people would be afraid to find out. More information on this general subject in Act 2, shortly. You need not wander afar to seek out the stranger. He is with you, within you. What the poet is saying is, how can we hope to see the truth in others when we are unaware of what the truth is about ourselves? Who are we? What are we? And why? This has preoccupied the finest brain since the beginning of time. So if we don't completely settle it here, please don't ask for your money back.
Sergeant Keller, what can I do for you? What do you know about Margie Truesdale? Well? I'm not trying to evade your question, Sergeant. I'm just trying to think. What do I know about Margie? The answer has to be nothing. Mr. Sparta, you're her swimming coach. She spends 8 hours a day here, or did. I think she was, 14? Skinny, consumptive, anemic little thing. Just barely alive.
Today, would you believe it?
I can't believe you know nothing about her.
Some people go through life talkers. This one's a listener.
Are you telling me she says nothing at all?
No, she talks. I'd even go so far as to say she chatters. But you analyze the conversation, and there's nothing there.
Still, you've known this girl for 8 years. You do have some sort of relationship.
Look out that window, Sergeant. See that swimming pool? That forms the boundaries of our relationship.
But you do talk about something.
Sure. We have long talks about diet, breath control, coordination.
Now, look, I played ball at school. I was close to my coach. I mean, there were times when we just sit around, and...
I know what you're looking for, but it's not here. Not like with the other kids, where you become more than just a coach. You're sort of an older brother, maybe a second father. You talk about what really bothers kids today. Sex, friendship, life.
But not with her.
I can't even begin to imagine.
Well, why was she training all out constantly? I mean, was it something she wanted, or were her parents putting on the pressure?
I don't know where all that tremendous dedication came from. Could have been hers. Could have been theirs.
How did she feel toward her mother and father?
Well, I never saw so much love on the part of a kid, considering the circumstances.
What circumstances?
Well, considering they weren't her real father and mother.
Now, just because two people adopt a child, that doesn't mean they're not the real parents.
Well, I didn't mean it to sound that way. He was her stepfather. And then, when her mother died, Margie was still a little girl, and he married Molly. Sid and Molly raised her like their own.
What were her chances for making the Olympics?
Well, a lot goes into that. But I don't see how she can be kept out. She's ready. The trials begin in a couple of weeks. But if she's not around, she'll miss them. Also, every day she's gone, she's losing out on training.
You really can't give me anything to go on, can you?
Sorry.
Friends?
I don't think she had any.
She had to be friendly with somebody.
Oh, with everybody. That's not the same as having friends.
I can't believe there was nothing to this girl's existence except swimming. She must have had another life, one that nobody knew about.
Maybe. But where did she lead it? And when did she find the time?
Well, hello there, Sergeant.
Hi, Moms.
What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm on duty.
Lemonade.
Make it sour.
That's 60 cents, Sarge. Got to keep things on the up and up,
Did you read in the papers about a girl named Margaret Truesdale?
Yeah, I never read the papers. Why should I go chasing after bad news? It'll come soon enough.
Yeah, well, this one just disappeared.
Oh, well, girls do that quite often.
Yeah. Hey, this is a photograph.
Nice. Yes, indeed. Lot of meat on those bones. It all looks like grade A prime.
She's a swimmer. She just vanished.
Well, if I can paraphrase the French, cherchez l'homme.
No. There's no man involved.
That you know of.
That anybody knows of.
Joe, you got a certain tone in your voice.
Yeah?
Could you be falling for this chick?
I don't even know her.
The ones you don't know are the most dangerous kind.
And look, the way it is now, she just vanished from the face of the earth. No motive, no clue, nothing.
That's bad. That could get a young romantic guy like yourself all bothered and curious.
And Moms, now you hear a lot of things in a place like this.
Oh, sure, but what I hear stays here.
Is there a rumble on this?
I haven't heard anything, Joe.
I don't think anybody grabbed her off the street, but you never can tell.
I'll listen, Joe. It's against my principles, but I'll stick my ear out. You know why? Because I'm a sucker for romance.
Cut it out, will ya?
I can see you got a thing for this girl. Can't say as I blame you.
I'm only doing my job.
Uh-huh.
You know, I tell you what scares me.
Yeah?
She's a swimmer. She's reaching for the big time. She has to get known. She has to compete. Now, she's been traveling to meets in Canada and Mexico, all over.
So?
What, do I have to spell it out for you? Maybe she's been caught up in some smuggling. The pros have been known to use kids like her.
Ah, you really must have fallen in love with her.
Why do you insist that I'm in love with her?
Well, look me straight in the eye and say, no, I'm not in love with her.
Now, look, don't be silly.
Oh, that's how it is with some of you cops. You're like those knights of old, always rescuing fair maidens in distress, and naturally, you gotta fall in love. What else?
All right, that's enough, Mums. If you hear anything at all concerning this girl, will you let me know?
Oh, sure. And it won't cost you a thing. Let it be my wedding present.
Oh, for crying out loud. Keller. Oh, yeah. The parents of this girl, Margaret Truesdale, what do they want, Inspector? Miracles? Inspector, they're phoning me every minute of the day and night. She just disappeared, and I know what you're going to say. Nobody just vanishes into thin air. There has to be some clue. Look, I'm doing the best I can. I got nothing to go on. I'm making bricks without straw. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just as soon as something turns up. Sure thing. Gee, what could have happened to her? Who the hell? Hello?
Sergeant Keller, I know it's very late. I mean, very early in the morning.
Yeah, it sure is.
I got your home number from your office. I said it was an emergency. You have to come over here right away.
Have you heard from Margie?
No, but I'm calling you because otherwise there's going to be a lot of trouble and embarrassment. Can you come over?
Now?
It's my wife. She has this idea and, well, you'd better talk to her.
Sergeant, I know what happened to my daughter.
You do?
It's a wonder it didn't occur to you. After all, you're the professional, and it's so simple. She's been kidnapped.
Mrs. Truesdale, we've been through this already. There's been no note. You are not wealthy people.
But she was not kidnapped for money.
Oh?
She was kidnapped by one or another of the Iron Curtain countries. Don't you understand?
Well, no.
She's a threat. Those countries take these competitions seriously. They're doing this to keep her out of the games.
Oh.
You don't believe it.
Oh, that's pretty far-fetched.
You're a police officer. You have connections with the FBI.
Yes,
and you're coordinated with the CIA.
Not that I know of.
You get to work on this immediately. Or you will force me to get in touch with my congressman and my senator.
Now, Molly, it's awfully late. Why don't you get to bed?
Sid, don't think you can fluff me off.
Oh, nobody's got that idea. The sergeant is going to notify all the necessary authorities, get all the wheels in motion.
Once the government steps in, they won't dare to harm her.
You look awfully tired.
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm very, very tired. But, Sergeant, you do believe I've given you a logical explanation?
Well, it does deserve thinking about.
And you'll start what you like to call the routine?
Get on it right away.
Well, now I can go to bed. Sid, will you show the sergeant out?
Why, sure thing, Bobby.
Good night.
And good night, Mrs. Truesdale.
I had to call you. Otherwise, she'd be phoning the President of the United States.
Yeah, okay.
Besides, who says she has to be off base? Crazy things happen today.
Yeah, sure. Good night, Mr. Truesdale.
Oh, don't go.
No, it's late. My day starts early.
I know what you must think of me and my wife. You don't care for us.
Now, why do you say that?
Well, I guess we come over like stage parents. You know, the kind that push their kids toward a career.
Well, isn't that what you did?
No.
This whole training routine was her idea?
Yes.
I remember you said she decided she should go into the Olympics.
Well, she did.
Without any help from you or Mrs. Truesdale?
Oh, we approved. But the idea was hers.
Is there any chance she might have suggested it to win your approval?
No.
If she were to appear right now and say, Mom, Dad, I want to throw the whole thing over, what would you say to her?
Impossible.
Impossible for her to say that?
Well, impossible to think she'd even want to.
Yeah. All right. Oh, do you mind if I have a look at her room?
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I can find something.
Like what?
Well, I want to know this girl better. Maybe there's something in the room.
Right through here. See? Everything just as she left it.
She was very neat.
No, we haven't touched a thing. See, even the wastebasket. We haven't even emptied it. Just a crumpled piece of paper here. Well, it's going to stay right there.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, it's probably the last thing she ever wrote, too.
What is it?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just a name.
A name? Whose?
Nobody's name that I know of.
What's the name?
Wilson. We don't even know anyone named Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah. Wilhelmina Wilson.
Could I see that?
What for? No. All right. Here. But I want it back.
Wilhelmina Wilson. Is this your daughter's handwriting?
Of course.
She writes Wilhelmina Wilson as if it's her signature. She's written it 4 or 5 or 6 times as if she were practicing how to sign it. Why?
I can't imagine.
Wilhelmina Wilson. Have you ever heard that name in any connection?
No.
Wait a minute. Maybe I have. Where? I heard it somewhere before, or maybe one that sounds an awful lot like it.
He's heard one that's very close to it, and so have you. It's a name that's fraught with significance, as they say, provided you know just how to look at it. Stop for a minute. Think for a minute. And it should all fall into place. And if it doesn't, we'll take care of it in Act 3. What's in a name? Asked Mr. Shakespeare. That which we call a rose, by any other name would smell as sweet, and so forth. While we hate to differ with the immortal bard, we must quarrel with his premise. Everything is in a name. And who can say that the rose doesn't smell sweeter precisely because it's called a rose? The fact is, we're the captives of our own propaganda.
Wilhelmina Wilson. You're sure this name means nothing to you, Mr. Truesdale?
Nothing at all.
Mrs. Truesdale?
Well, I asked her. She doesn't know either.
All right. But where did I hear it? I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Sparta.
I'm glad to be of help. What can I tell you?
The name Wilhelmina Wilson, is that familiar?
Wilhelmina Wilson? For sure.
Well, who is she?
Well, she isn't anybody.
Well, she has to be somebody.
No, Wilhelmina Wilson is a rhythm.
A what?
She's Margie's rhythm. While she swims, Margie keeps saying, Wilhelmina Wilson, Wilhelmina Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
It's a simple 6-beat rhythm. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I see.
It helps. So, a lot of them set up a little chant like that.
That's all Wilhelmina Wilson is.
Yeah. Why? What'd you think it was?
Well, here's a handsome young police officer.
Yep.
Oh, you look like you need a drink.
I do, which is why I'm not going to have one.
Well, tell old Moms. What's the problem?
I just stopped by in case you may have heard something.
About who? Oh, yeah. About your chick.
Hey, how many times do I have to tell you there's nothing there?
If there was nothing there, you'd only have to tell me once.
Well, what do you hear?
Not a whisper.
Gee, somebody has to know something.
Oh, sure.
I just can't find a handle on this case.
Oh, poor Joe. Tell me, is this the kind of girl you've been looking for all your life?
All right, Mom. She's an interesting girl.
Good. We finally got that out in the open. Now you can go to work.
I've been working without let up since the case came in.
Working? Yeah. But thinking? No.
I don't follow.
Joe, when I saw you for the first time, you know what I said to myself? I said, that one's going to be a smart cop once he settles down. You got this dame on the brain.
Look, we don't have to keep talking about that aspect of it.
But now suppose it was an old lady that was missing. Or a guy. Yeah, a guy would be even better.
Better for what?
Better to prove my point.
So far, you haven't made one.
Joe, just pretend you're not in love with her.
Who says I am? Okay, let it go.
Guys like you who are already over 30, you were always afraid of getting married.
Hey, listen.
So you make up excuses. You get up this ideal of some dame that's just gorgeous, but out of reach, see?
Moms, I've seen all those moving pictures too, you know.
Where do you think life gets its ideas from? The movies.
I'm going at this case the same way I tackle every other.
That's what you say. But just take a deep breath and think. Now, think about it from every angle.
I am.
Good. Now, ask yourself the question you should have asked the very first night. Am I being had?
What?
Think about it, Joe. Are you being had?
Do you have any news, Sergeant?
I may have.
What does that mean? Sid, what did he say?
Sergeant, what do you have to tell us?
I'm thinking about what you told me. And all rests on the assumption that your daughter could disappear on a crowded, well-lighted street.
Assumption? Sid, he said assumption.
I heard what he said.
I'm afraid it didn't work. The only way she could disappear was for you to arrange a place for her to go to.
No.
Now, you'd better listen to me. At first I had the idea maybe she might have gotten into a little jam. She went to swimming meets in Canada and Mexico. Maybe she carried some pot for somebody. Maybe something a little stronger.
That's a lie.
Actually, I didn't believe it myself.
Then what are you trying to imply?
I think it's all a publicity stunt, but it's gone sour.
How dare you? Sid, call this man superior officer, whoever he is.
I'll give you his name and phone number myself, but you better hear the rest of it first. Now, the stakes are tremendous. I should have realized that in the beginning. The Olympics, they've become a fantastic media event. The winners get more than the old laurel wreath, even more than the gold medal.
Now, hold it a minute, Sergeant.
You have no right to accuse...
Beautiful swimmer disappears. That would be the headline, wouldn't it? Well, it could have been. But all you got was a couple of lines on page 17 and nothing to speak of on the air. The media didn't bite. Or maybe you didn't know how to promote it.
You don't understand.
She's missing.
What you needed was an experienced, inventive publicity guy. He might have pulled it off.
It isn't true.
You have to keep it alive, so you feed me little things like this Iron Curtain plot.
It could be true.
Yeah, and then you try to fob off this name at me, this Wilhelmina Wilson. Why did you pretend you didn't know what it was, Mr. Truesdale?
Well, I don't have the faintest idea.
Sid, who is Wilhelmina Wilson?
Well, didn't you think I'd check it out with Dick Sparta? I mean, you're trying to tell me you actually don't know that Wilhelmina Wilson is the name she says to herself while she swims?
I never heard of it.
Where is she?
We don't know.
She disappeared.
If you knowingly mislead the police...
We haven't.
It's the truth.
Wait. Wilhelmina Wilson. I just remembered.
Has there been any word of Marge Truesdale, Sergeant?
No, Miss Stacy. I just came by the library to ask a question. You said she liked to read a book she kept renewing. Would you tell me the name of it again?
William Wilson and Other Stories by Edgar Allan Poe.
William Wilson.
Yes.
Guess I made a mistake. Funny, I thought it was Wilhelmina Wilson.
Oh, that's close. Actually, Wilhelmina is the feminine form of William.
Yes. Wilhelmina Wilson. I wonder... That story, do you suppose I could read it?
Oh, why, certainly. Wait here.
Yes?
Miss Wilhelmina Wilson?
Yes?
Yes. And you dyed your hair, you changed your makeup. Instead of wearing beiges and browns, I see you've gone in for blues and grays. It does give you a different look.
Who are you?
Oh, sorry, I'm a police detective, Sergeant Joe Keller. May I come in?
Why?
I want to talk to you about Margaret Truesdale.
All right. What do you want to know?
First, I'd like to know if you'll marry me.
You... What?
Well, not right away. We'd have to get to know each other better, although I know all about you already.
What do you know about me?
Yeah, start with a girl just in her teens. Father dies, her mother remarries. Will the stepfather accept her? And then the mother dies and the stepfather remarries. Will the strange new woman accept her as a daughter?
Why do you want me to relive all this?
She thinks she's a very unattractive girl.
Oh, I was pale and skinny, always sick.
So they bring you to a friend, Dick Sparta, a swimming coach, and you work out every day.
Yes, I did. Hour after hour.
And it changes you. It also becomes obvious to everyone that you could be a great swimmer.
Yes.
And everybody begins to count the money, taste the glory.
Yes. At first, Sid and Molly were only thinking of me. Later, the thing just overpowered them, blew their perspectives crazy. At first, I was so happy because finally I could do something to please them, repay them for all they did for me.
You were a good little obedient girl.
Yes, but after a while it became torture. Every stroke was agony. Every lap was... I don't want to say... purgatory.
I understand. But couldn't you face them? Couldn't you say, look, Mom, look, Dad,
I was scared. I was still very insecure. Besides, I told you they had changed. Now all they could talk about was how rich, how famous we would become. The fantastic things we could do.
And then you read that story, William Wilson, about a man who has another self.
Yes, another self. That was what I needed. And so inside me, I created Wilhelmina Wilson. Inside, I was Wilhelmina Wilson. Every time I swam, I would say, Wilhelmina Wilson. Oh, how I wanted to run away. Just disappear. But where could I go? How would I live? All I ever learned to do was swim.
Couldn't you study something?
Oh, not after the kind of day I put in. Matter of fact, I wanted to take a secretarial course, but Sid and Molly both jumped on me. What do you need that for? You'll never use it. You're going to be rich. You know what I did? I tried to raise money by entering contests under the name of Wilhelmina Wilson. I never won anything at all. Until...
Yeah, I know.
I bought a 50-cent lottery ticket in the name of Wilhelmina Wilson, and that did it. Can you imagine? The minute I saw that winning number, I took this apartment.
That's how I found you.
$25,000. It can give me a start.
Yeah, but where does this leave me? Your parents reported you as a missing person. I'm a police officer. I found you.
I can't go home. Do you know why? I just can't swim anymore. I can't take the pressure. I'm out of it. That's going to break their hearts.
They're broken-hearted now.
But this way, they'll still have their dreams. That I could have been the greatest swimmer in the world. Oh, I can't go back.
Yes, you can.
No. I'm no longer scared little Margie Truesdale. And they wouldn't understand Wilhelmina Wilson. They would never forgive her for wasting that chance of a lifetime.
Do you know who they could understand, forgive, and accept?
Who?
Mrs. Joseph Keller.
Who is she?
She would be my wife.
But I don't know you.
Don't you want to get to know me?
Well, I don't know. I suppose I could.
By that time, the Olympic trials will be over.
Oh, they'll never forgive me.
Sure they will. Once we make it very clear that you forgive them.
I would assume that after a suitable passage of time, everyone in this particular story forgave everybody else. Although why and for what is not exactly crystal clear. After all, we do our best to reach a goal, but so many times that goal isn't even our own. I'll be back shortly.
If you're looking for a sensible way you can profit instead of being squeezed by today's high interest rates, call this toll-free number right now, 800-228-5000. Ask the operator to send you detailed information on Dreyfus liquid assets. Find out how you can take advantage of the income-earning opportunity that Dreyfus offers with its money market fund. Consider the benefits. Your money works hard because you participate in today's rising money market, and it's always available when you need it. Plus, you get the flexibility of withdrawing cash by phone or writing checks to pay larger bills. No charge for the checks and never a penalty or sales charge. Today, you owe it to yourself to earn as much as you can on your money. So call 800-228-5000 for complete information and a prospectus including management fee, charges, and expenses. Read the prospectus carefully before you invest. Learn how you can get the lion's share of today's high interest rates from Dreyfus Liquid Assets. 800-228-5000. Toll free. 800-228-5000. Dreyfus pays for the call.
This week on the Chisholms, the journey continues as they leave the security of the wagon train behind to strike out for the promised land called California.
We're heading our own way to California.
I think we should give it careful thought. Staying with the wagon train would be safer.
You'll be traveling through mostly uncharted territory.
I'm afraid of what might happen.
Who will survive the last great American adventure? The Chisholms, starring Robert Preston and Rosemary Harris. Saturday night at 8, 7 Central on CBS Television. Robert Preston and Rosemary Harris. Saturday night at 8.
You can sing Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, but when it gets into everyone else's eyes and nose and throat, it's no musical matter. Your lung association says cigarettes are a personal health hazard, and secondhand smoke is offensive to all non-smokers.
Give us all a break. Let the Lung Association help you kick the habit, for your sake and for everyone's life and breath.
Look at the faces of some of these high-powered young performers. Athletes, dancers, prodigies of one sort or another. The strained and nerve-wracked faces. And we say, they're hardly more than children. Why are they being thrown into the snake pit of money and notoriety so early? Why? Quite simply because so many of us are willing to pay and to cheer them. Yes, our heroes are getting younger and older before their time. Our cast included Paul Hecht, Joan Shea, Ray Owens, and Bryna Rayburn. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until
stories of love and sacrifice as World War II brings growth and change to a
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. In a great narrative poem, Sir Walter Scott wrote, "And come he slow, or come he fast, it is but death who comes at last." The phrase of choice for one of our foremost weekly magazines is, "As it must to all men." That we must die is a constant in all our lives. But how? Through what agency? And where will we pass to once beyond that gate? That is the open question which will never be answered. The speculation from which stories such as this are spun. Oh, I knew it. You knew what?
Anytime the old man sends me out on a special assignment, there'd have to be trouble.
Not unless you make it. Don't tell me you're here for the same lady, Lucifer.
That's right, Michael.
That poses quite a problem, doesn't it?
Our mystery drama, War of Angels, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Ann Williams. It is sponsored in part by Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule. I'll be back shortly with Act One. When the score of your life is totaled up, where will you stand? On the side of the angels or the devil? It's a fair guess that very few of us would fall squarely in one camp or the other. We'd probably hover somewhere in the middle and hope that our fate beyond would at least be open to discussion or adjudication. But supposing it had been determined before our demise, not by just one immortal force, but two, diametrically opposed, who would win? Let's have Lillian Bryant, publisher and president of Bryant Publications, answer that question for us.
Okay, Mary, I have the morning list. Tell my daughter I'll call her back. You can inform Norman Whaler I will not pay 1 cent more for the article, and I want it held to 5,000 words. Oh, I can't see Hunt Dixon for next week. Find an open spot. I'll take the call from Brugger, and, you can send Mr. Turner right in. Brugger, it's Lillian Bryant. I can't make it. My calendar's jammed. Well, I agree it's a worthy cause. Of course. You know I'm a sucker wherever children are concerned. Come. No, I'm listening. You have my full attention. Walk somewhere, Bert. Oh, if you want coffee, help yourself. What do you want me to do? Separate like an amoeba? I'll be on the West Coast that weekend. I'll send you a check for $5,000. You'll see that some of it filters through the overhead and gets to the kids.
Share it is.
Forget it, Bert. I just got the circulation figures on Action.
So did I.
I'm taking too much flack from my distributors. They don't want your magazine anymore.
It pays its way.
Not with all the new hikes we've taken. Print, paper, personnel, distribution, pension plans, cost of living.
Spare me the doleful roll call. What's the message? Go find another house to publish my brainchild?
No other house would take it. And you can't make it on your own.
What are you after, Lillian?
The magazine. I want you to sell it to me.
My, we are charitable today. How much?
I'll give you $200,000 over what you owe me already.
I don't owe you anything. That loan was a private one from Walt to me.
Correction. Walter Bryant was my husband, and he left me everything when he died. The money came from Bryant Publications, of which I am the owner now. And I'm calling it in. Name your price.
I haven't got one, though. Action is my baby. It's my life.
It isn't selling. No advertiser will look at it.
Bryant Publications can carry it. You need it for the prestige.
Oh, prestige be damned. I want everything this house publishes to make money. That's what we're in this business for.
Well, you know that wasn't Walt's thinking.
Look, Walt was my husband and your friend. But he isn't here anymore. My thinking runs this business now. I'll give you $250. That's my top offer.
What would you do with it?
Change it from top to bottom.
Cheapen it, you mean?
I'd make it sell to the public and to advertisers.
I bet you would at that.
Well, do we have a deal?
Do I have the opportunity to make a last statement?
If you make it short.
If only I could make it sweet. Lillian, I've loved you for a long time. I lost you first to Jim Anthony, whom you loved, and second to Walter Bryant, whom you didn't. But Walt was my friend. He believed in me. More than that, he knew that magazine was my mistress, my wife, my children, my whole life. Without it, I had nothing. Look, I won't cry on your shoulder because you know that as well as I do. And it doesn't mean anything to you. So, of course, I'll sell to you. I haven't any other choice. I'm hocked up to my ears.
Bert, if you had personal debts, you know you only have to ask me.
No, you would never let me live with you. I'll be hanged if I'll live off you.
It's only a matter of good business.
Lil, ever since Jim walked out on you, that's your life, isn't it? You married Walt to the business, knowing he was going to die.
You knew Walt intended me to take over, but you muscled me out and left me with one magazine. Now even that you'll take away from me. All right, you can have it. But it'll cost you $500,000.
You strike a hard bargain.
For my lifeblood? Take me with it as editor and you can have it for nothing.
That's not the deal. Bert, I'm sorry.
No, you're not, Lil. Not really. Sorrow is an emotion, and iron ladies don't have those. You don't have any feelings anymore. You know how I know?
How?
Because I don't have any left myself. And to feel is to live. And if we faced it and took a good look at ourselves, we realized that we might as well be dead. But I did love you once, Lil.
Bert! Oh, I could kill that man. Mary, you can get my daughter. I'm ready to talk to her. Okay, Lil. Pull yourself together. I've got something good going for you. Dee Dee called. My baby, Dee Dee. If she'll just say one kind word to me. Dee Dee, it's Mom. Oh, honey, I'm so glad you called. Sorry I couldn't get back to you right... Huh? Oh, I thought maybe you... Well, then why did you call? What? Deep bucket? What for? Oh, how much was it carrying? Oh, well, thank the Lord for that. I'll get my lawyers on it right away. What? Oh, Dee Dee, have a heart and screw your head on straight. I can't just let him walk away from this after I spring him. I've got to talk it out with him. Get him straightened out. Dee Dee, I'm not interfering. I'm only trying to help. Yes, I read you loud and clear. But I'm never going to stop fighting for you. You're my children, and I love you. Why do you both hate me so much? Dee Dee? Dee Dee? Busted. Where did I fail? Mary, get me the legal department. I want to talk to Roger Krause right now.
What's the difference, Mom? It's a free country. If I want to be a pothead, who's to stop me?
Me. I won't let my son throw himself away.
Oh, for Pete's sake, will you cut it?
Cut what?
The silver cord. I'm a big boy now.
Oh, not the way you're acting, you're not.
I am old enough to make my own decisions. I swore when you stuck your oar in between Sissy and me that was the end of the apron string.
I saved your neck then, and I'm trying to save it again.
I don't want you to save it. I want you off it.
You want me to revoke the bail and send you back to that filthy jail you just got out of?
Oh, I don't care. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters since Sissy...
Oh, at your age. The girl was older than you. She was beneath your class, and the whole thing was a cut-and-dried hold-up. So I bought her off. She was more than willing to settle for that.
Now, look, I love Sissy.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
And she loved me.
Oh, now that's the horse of a different...
She was carrying my child. Didn't you care? Didn't you want a grandchild?
Now hear this, Deke, and get it through your head. Of course I want grandchildren. But I don't believe for one moment that she was carrying a child. And if she was, it's an outside bet that she couldn't tell whose it was. She picked you because she thought you had what she was really after. Money. Well, she has no complaints. She got it. She was well paid.
No complaints.
Oh, Deke. Son, listen to me. Just in case there really was a child, do you think I would have skimped on providing for it? After all I had to go through to make do for my own children? The last thing I would ever do is leave any woman in the spot I got left in.
You didn't have any problems getting out of it. All you had to do was make it with the boss.
Oh, don't you try to cheapen me. Drag me down to the level of your little round-heeled hooker. I never pulled any punches with Walter Bryant. He knew my feelings for your father and all I had to offer. He walked into our marriage with his eyes open. He knew I married him because of you and Dee Dee. Oh, if I'd followed my own wishes, it would have been Bert Turner I turned to. He might have made me forget Jim.
Well, why didn't you?
Because I knew he could never provide the things I wanted my children to have.
It's a pity you never asked us what we wanted.
Oh, well, there were precious few complaints from either of you. You both enjoyed the money and the schools and the cars and the opportunities you had. It took a rotten little tramp like your sissy to turn you against me.
Will you stop calling her that?
I call them as I see them. I call a spade a spade.
Okay. Then why don't you take one of your spades and dig your grave the way you did for Sissy?
Deke, what are you saying?
You heard me. She's dead. Why do you think I blew my mind and got myself stoned? Because she's dead. Threw herself on the subway tracks in front of a train, committed suicide. And it's your fault, Mom. Sissy's dead and you killed her.
Oh, no. Mary, find Bert Turner right away and have him come straight in. Tell him it's an emergency. I want him to take me somewhere. Would you pull back the sheet, attendant, please? Yes, it's her.
You all right, Lillian?
Just a little faint. Take me out of here, Bert.
Sure. Come on.
You don't have to hold me. I'm all right.
Why did you put yourself through that?
I had to be sure.
Now you know.
Just get me in a cab and take me home, Bert.
It won't be long now, just a few more blocks.
It doesn't make any difference. Wherever I go, I won't get away from it.
Got to stop blaming yourself.
So who else can I blame? I didn't realize what a hard, bitter woman I'd become. Empty of love and affection, feeling.
No one who saw you now would think of you like that.
My children do. I lost Dee Dee a long time ago, but I never thought that Dee, my little boy, he told me he wanted to see me dead. Oh, Bert, if I could only do it over. If I only had another chance. As God is my witness, may he strike me dead. If I wouldn't do it then...
Lillian. Lil, what is it? Lil. I don't know. Driver, get us to the nearest hospital. Fast.
The oldest and the commonest prayer in the world. If I could only do it over. If I only had another chance. Well, that seems to be out of Lillian Bryant's hands now, after suffering what seems to be a massive stroke. But the hands in which it does lie are rather surprising ones. And I'm sure you'll agree when I return with Act 2. In the midst of life, we are in the midst of death. Of whom may we seek for succor, but of thee, O Lord. Words from the burial service in the Book of Common Prayer run through Bert Turner's bowed head, sitting outside in the emergency waiting room, while inside a team of doctors works frantically to restore the spark of life to Lillian Bryant's body. He is much too absorbed in his own thoughts to notice that he is no longer alone. Not that he would have noticed anyway, for the two who have entered are invisible to mortal eyes.
By all that's holy. Michael.
Speak of the devil. Lucifer. What brings you here?
To this hospital? I have a pickup.
Must be rather important to bring out heavy artillery like you. Couldn't Death have handled it on his regular round?
This one is special delivery. Already assigned to us. The old man felt it needed expert handling. You want to pick up too?
Yes.
A little out of your line, isn't it?
My principal didn't want us to go through regular channels.
Who are you here for?
Lillian Bryant, also known as Lillian Anthony, also known by her maiden name, Lillian Bruce.
I knew it.
You're here for the same lady?
Yes.
It poses quite a problem, doesn't it?
I don't see why, Michael. I've been looking over her dossier. This dame is a real grade A witch.
Strange. But that's not the impression I get from the dossier I was given on the lady.
If you'd read mine, you'd have no doubt about her.
If you leafed through mine, you'd find out she doesn't really belong in your place. So care to have a look?
All right. She hasn't quite crossed over yet. It'll serve to pass the time.
Yes, heaven only knows how long it may take. Careful with the pages. I wouldn't want her singed or smudged with soot.
You may find my record a little hot for you. Maybe you'd better put on your gloves.
Don't worry. Now, with your permission, I like to concentrate when I read. Subject born May 16, 1939. Married high school sweetheart, Jim Anthony, 1957. First child, Dee Dee, a girl, born 1958. Second child, Deke, boy, born 1959. Hired as stenographer in the pool at Bryant Publications, 1962. Met Bert Turner the following year.
Hey, it's really coming down, isn't it?
Oh, yes. And I forgot my umbrella.
Me too. Hey, you work in our company, don't you, Miss Bryan?
Yes, I do, in the Steno Pool. I'm Lillian Anthony.
Well, I'm Bert Turner.
Oh, hi.
Hey, there's the cab. Come on.
Oh, come on, where?
I'll give you a ride. You don't think I want to be responsible for a pretty girl like you being drowned?
So, I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong idea of Mr. Turner.
Bert, what wrong idea?
Well, I don't think you'd have gone this far out of your way if you'd known I was married and had 2 babies.
Why not? Who takes care of the kids?
My husband.
Oh, doesn't he have a job?
Not just at the minute. He's studying.
What?
Something to do with calculators.
Good field. Well, we're just about at your place. And the rain seems to stop, too. I think I'll let the cab go and walk the rest of the way.
I'm sure would like to invite you in for a drink or something, meet my husband, but...
Oh, no, that's all right. Just forget it. Hey, let me help you out.
Thanks.
Here you go, driver.
Well, I don't know how to thank you.
Oh, forget it. Yeah, I'll walk you to the door.
It costs an awful lot for that cab.
Ah, forget it. I'm the last of the big spenders.
Oh, that sounds like the baby. I'd better get in.
What's the matter?
I can't get the door open.
Well, here, let me help. Something lying against it. There.
Oh, Jim.
Shall I call a doctor?
No. He's all right. Just drunk. Oh, Jim.
I don't know what to say,
Oh, just don't say anything around the office, please. As you see, my calculator expert isn't exactly something I can count on.
That was the beginning of a friendship between Bert Turner and the Anthonys. A friendship both abused and welcomed by Lillian and her husband. He, because he could always borrow money from Bert. Lillian, because of the man she loved. She had found only half a man. Then one evening, some 3 years later, the friendship ended.
Hello?
Bert, it's Lillian. I just wanted to tell you not to come over tonight.
Why? What did I do wrong?
Nothing, funny man. It's me has been done wrong.
Jim, he finally walked out on you.
He's been gone for 3 days now.
He'll come crawling home.
Not this time. He's got a meal ticket. And she doesn't have 2 kids for him to offer non-support to.
Well, I've been a long time waiting for this moment.
Oh, no, it's no good, Bert. There's nothing for us.
I think I can make you happy, Lil. I could give you love.
No, thank you. I tried that. Where did it get me? Like the song says, I'm through with love.
Give me a chance.
I am. To get away from me. If I've caught you, Bert, I'm throwing you back. I'm after nothing but big fish from here on in.
Hi, Lil.
Well, hello, Bert.
You're working pretty late, aren't you?
I have to. I have to take all the overtime I can. Kids get more expensive as they grow older.
No word from Jim?
Are you kidding?
How long's it been now?
Oh, I don't know. Nearly a year. Why?
Why don't you give him the divorce he wants?
When the time is right, I'll get the divorce and make him pay through the nose. But that's peanuts. I want a lot more than that.
Like what?
You really want to help me, Bert?
Do I have to answer that?
All right. Connie Behrens is leaving. I want her job.
Mr. Bryant's private secretary?
Why not? I know this place inside out. I'm the best typist in the house and take the fastest dictation. You're a great favorite of his. You could get that job for me.
You can't be after him, Lil.
Why not?
He's already married.
So, he's not working at it.
Lil, you're really going off the track. You don't need to go down that road. You have me, Lil. I'll marry you and take care of your kids tomorrow.
That's out, Bert. I told you that before. You're a good friend, and I don't want to hurt you. You and I would never work out.
Why not, if you gave it a chance?
Because you're never going anywhere far enough and fast enough for me. From now on, I'll claw and cheat and push and struggle till I get right to the top. And look out anyone who gets in the way.
Subject now marked her employer as her prey. She couldn't marry him because he was already wed to a wife who was in the terminal stage of a lingering illness. But she did make herself indispensable to him in every way while she bided her time. She shipped her children off to boarding schools and opened her apartment to him.
The record player too loud, dear?
No, it's perfect.
Want me to rub your temples so you can really relax?
Would you? I have a splitting headache.
Well, you work too hard.
Until you came along, it's all I knew how to do.
Well, just give me half a chance and I'll teach you how to forget work.
I wish I could really do something in return for all you do for me.
You will, Walter, dear. You will, when the time comes.
Subject to 32 before she finally married the publisher, 6 months after his wife's death. Walter Bryant was 61. It lasted 8 more years. And on his death, his publications firm was rocked to its foundation.
I can't believe it. He's left everything to you, Lil. Lock, stock, and barrel.
That's right, Bert.
Total control. I mean, the voting stock, the management, the whole business to be run by you. But you don't intend to try to do it, do you?
You bet your bottom dollar I do.
But you can't. I mean, a woman, this is tough, brutal business. Takes a man to run it.
Oh, what's the matter, Bert? Jealous? Feels shut out?
Well, I had expected that. I mean, in many ways, Walter was like a father to me. I'd always understood that when...
No, you couldn't handle it, Bert. You haven't got the guts.
And you have?
Just to watch me. You run along to your little magazine you play with, that happy misnomer action, and watch me take over the action here. I'll walk right over anyone who gets in my way.
Subject has lived up to her goals since then. Trampling roughshod over employees, hiring and firing by whim ruthlessly. In her personal life, she's managed to destroy the longest and closest of her friends, the only man who really loved her for herself. She has completely alienated her daughter by trying to turn her into a carbon copy of herself. And last of all, she is directly responsible for the death of the girl her son loved. It has so thoroughly demolished him spiritually that he now hates the mother he loved as totally as his sister does. That's quite an indictment, Lucifer.
Yes, I'm quite proud of her, Michael. Lillian Bryant really managed to commit them all, wouldn't you say?
You mean a 7 deadly sins?
Exactly.
I'll tell you what I think, Lucifer. I think... Oh, just a moment. That's her son now. Let's listen to this.
Uncle Bert? Uncle Bert, I got here as fast as I could.
Oh, hello, Deke.
How is she? How's Mom?
I don't know. They haven't come out yet.
Was she dead when you brought her here, do you think?
I can't hold out too much hope, Deke.
Oh.
She never moved after she collapsed in my arms.
Oh, please, no. Let me just say something to her. Tell her I didn't mean it. I didn't want to see her dead.
I don't hate her, Uncle Bert. I love her. I want to...
All right, easy now. Don't blame yourself. You mustn't blame yourself.
And it seems there is at least one person she hasn't completely alienated, Lucifer.
A feather in the wind. I'm going to take her now.
Not so fast. First of all, have you read my dossier?
I glanced through it. I wasn't impressed. No matter how you state it, the facts are still the same.
No wonder. Before we make any rash moves, you'd better let me have my innings. Because in spite of your claim, I think the lady more properly belongs with us. And I think I can prove it.
Perhaps the Archangel Michael will prove his point. But in a practical sense, it won't really make that much difference to those Lillian Bryant leaves behind, because, of course, she'll still be dead. Or will she? I shall return shortly with Act 3. It was Mae West who enlightened history with the apt remark, "It ain't no sin if you crack a few laws now and then, just so long as you don't break any." Would that apply in the case of a woman like Lillian Bryant? There's no question she was ruthless, success-oriented, opportunistic, driven, and in the moment of her death, almost totally alone. But had she no saving graces? Let's see if we can discover any now, as we listen to her attorney for the defense, the Archangel Michael.
Let's make a comparison of the dossiers that we carry on, Mrs. Bryant.
If we keep it short and sweet, Michael, you religious types are always so long-winded.
Don't you want to see justice done?
I don't believe in justice. It's just a word.
She's entitled to her day in court.
All right, then let's get on with it.
Well, first of all, let us consider the two human beings who are unwittingly sharing this hospital waiting room with us.
Sure. Bert's a sucker, and the son has a guilty conscience. You'll notice the daughter isn't here.
You won't admit that it might be love that brought these two men here.
After what she did to them, especially her son.
All right. Let's just examine that relationship a bit more closely. You must have read in the dossier I was given of the case. I believe it was page 32. There's a description of how the son, Deke Bryant, came to his mother one evening.
Who is it?
It's Deke, Mom.
Oh, come on in, darling. Oh, this is nice. Not out doing the town tonight?
I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, come in and sit by me.
Mom, did Dad, I don't mean my real father, I mean, Uncle Walt, did he, didn't he leave some sort of a trust fund for me?
Yes, dear. Walter was very generous. He left one for both you and Dee Dee. Very sizable, too. Give you both a good start in life.
Yeah. There isn't any chance I could get mine now, is there?
Now? Darling, it's in trust until you're through with school.
Well, is there any way I could, borrow against it?
Not without consent of the trustee.
Well, who's that?
It's me. I am. What is it you want this money for?
Well, Mom, I want to get married.
Married? At your age? Oh, you must be joking.
I'm not joking. I love Sissy, and we want to be together. Now, just for once, will you not interfere? Just leave it at that and help me.
I can't just leave it at that, Deke.
You never can you?
Oh, Deke, son, I'm only thinking of you. Married? I haven't even met the girl. Now, who is she? Sissy who?
You wouldn't know her.
Well, I'd like to meet her. What's her full name?
Sissy Patterson.
Did you meet her at college?
No, it was here in town.
Well, who introduced you?
Mom, there isn't time for all this. I got to get married right away. I need the money right away.
I see. Deke, do you love this girl?
Yes, Mom, I do. And no matter what you say, even if I don't get the money from you, I'm going to marry her anyway. That's right, Michael. I read all that. Then she went right behind the kid's back.
She went to visit this girl, Susan.
After having a detective agency dig her address and check her out.
We won't argue about her methods, but this is what she found.
Yeah? Sissy Patterson? Yeah. I'm Deke Bryant's mother. Oh, well, come on in, Mrs. Bryant. I'll turn down the music here. Oh, excuse the place. It's kind of a pigsty, huh? You see, I wasn't expecting no visitors. I can see that. Well, why don't you take a load off your feet? Come on, sit down. No, thanks, Miss Patterson. I don't think I'm going to be here that long. I'm not going to mince words. I've had you checked out thoroughly. I know who you are and what you are. You've been in reform school. You've been booked twice for soliciting. And for all you look like a high school girl, you're 5 years older than Deke. All right, what do you want to marry him for, Sissy? I love the guy. I doubt it. If it's money, I must tell you, it'll be 8 long years before he comes into any of his own. And I can tell you, if he marries you, he won't get 1 red cent from me. Yeah? Well, he better. He just better come across. Why? Because he got me in a family way, that's why. Oh, I see. But it isn't only that. I really do go big for Deke, and I know he cares for me. He said you'd try to break us up, but I'm not going to let you, because I love him, you see? And I want to have his baby. I don't believe you. Well, you better. How much? Well, I'm not after dough. I keep trying to tell you I love him. Sissy, if you really love Deke, you'll see it can't work for you. He has a college education to complete, pre-med school, medical school, internship. He won't be ready for marriage for years. And I suppose he won't be ready for a kid either. So what am I supposed to do? Get rid of it? I wouldn't ask any woman to do that. That's a question that's up to you. If there really is a child, I'll even take that on trust to save argument. I'm prepared to settle enough on you to make it worth your while to leave my son alone. Now, I have a certified check here for $100,000. If you accept it, I never want you to see Deke again. If you try to, I'll show him the canceled check. Don't make me do that. I don't want to hurt him that much.
Am I boring you, Lucifer?
You're just not scoring any points, Michael. The money didn't mean anything to her. She still interfered and broke her son's heart. And she drove that girl to suicide.
You don't believe that it was the mother's duty to keep these two apart?
Anyone who tried to stand up against her, she squashed. Anything she wanted, she got. More power to her. And look at how she went after the old goat Brian.
I'm not so sure that her relationship with Mr. Bryant was quite that cold and opportunistic. Let's turn back the calendar and have a look.
I wish you'd consider my proposition. No, I don't like that word, Lillian. My offer, or what it really is, my plea to you.
I don't see how I can, Mr. Bryant.
Walter?
Oh, right. Walter. It isn't only me. I have the children to think of.
I can't marry you, Lillian. Phyllis is an invalid. She's dying. I couldn't ask her for a divorce. As soon as I'm free, I promise to make you my wife.
That might be a long time.
That's why I want, selfishly, to have you now, while I can enjoy you and appreciate you. I'll get you an apartment, a house, whatever you want. We could be together, almost as if we were man and wife.
Almost.
I'd set up trusts for the children, pay for their schooling, see them through college.
What about your own children?
Oh, it's a long time since they were children. They're all successful in their own right.
And the business?
You drive a hard bargain, Lillian. I think it'll be safe enough in your hands. I'll teach you all I know.
Walter, dear, I want to be honest. I'm not in love with you.
I know that, darling.
But if we should enter into an agreement like this, I promise I will try never to make you feel that I'm not.
Friend Michael, don't be a poor loser.
Loser would not be me, but Mrs.
What is it?
We have small company. Her daughter.
Oh, I didn't see you there, Dee Dee.
Oh, I just came in. Hi, Deke. Uncle Bert.
I'm glad you came, Dee. I was afraid you wouldn't come.
I made it as fast as I could. How's Mom?
We don't know. There's no word.
Oh, Deke, I have a message for you.
Oh, what?
Well, the nice cop, you know, the one with the mustache let you ring me when you were busted?
Oh, yeah, Sam Drayton. Super guy.
Yeah, well, he called me just as I was leaving. He thought it was your number.
Well, what did he want?
Well, I guess he saw you or something after Sissy died.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had to question everyone that knew her.
Oh, well, I guess that's how come he knew so much about you and her. So he said to tell you it wasn't Sissy. I mean, she didn't jump or anything. She was pushed.
Well, how do they know?
Well, they got the guy that did it. He was trying to cash a bank check that Mom must have given her.
Who was he?
I guess I've got to tell you, Deke. He was her husband. She not only took you, but I guess Mom, too.
That sort of settles it, doesn't it, Lucifer?
You mean you're going to press your claim to her?
That's right.
I don't think I'm giving up mine, Michael.
Well, then where does that leave us? We can scarcely cut her in half like Solomon's baby. I don't think that would satisfy anyone.
I guess there's only one way out.
Which is?
We'll have to toss for it. I have a coin here.
Oh, no. If it is to be that, we'll stick to one minted in heaven.
Can you be trusted?
You ready? All right. You call.
Okay, but remember, no lousy miracles. Dear God, help me. Please give me one more chance. I will try to make up to my children. And Bert, I don't want to die with all my sins. I am so afraid and alone.
My Lord, I ask you humbly to extend thy mercy to Lillian. Don't let her go alone into the dark night, not knowing that in spite of everything, we who are left behind love her and want her with us. Help her to find her way back to our hearts and to our lives, where we can help her.
Dear God, I haven't prayed to you in so long. Please forgive me. But now I must. I can't let Mom die without knowing that what I know in this moment, that I still love her. How can we be so wrong about things?
I'm so ashamed.
The older I get,
Don't let my mother die thinking I hate her.
so much.
I know now more than ever I love her and would give anything to be able to ask her to forgive me. Well, toss the coin. What are you listening to?
Voices, the sound of love. No, we toss no coins for a human life.
Well, if you don't, we're back with the same old problem. Which of us gets her?
Neither. There is another solution.
What?
He that can take away life gives it also in return.
Oh, I knew you'd ring in a miracle. You cheated me.
Not quite. The second chance doesn't mean that she won't end up in your clutches eventually. It's up to her.
I'll lay you odds I do get her.
Somehow I doubt it.
You want to put your money where your mouth is?
I don't think so. There's something not quite right about an angel gambling.
You always have to figure on a sure thing, don't you?
What does it matter? So long as justice is done.
What is justice? Could a woman like Lillian Bryant return and change her personality? Once the shadow of death passed over, in the bright light of day, could her children bridge the generation gap that had split them away from her? Who knows? All one can know is this, that justice is so subtle a thing that to interpret it, all one needs is a heart. I'll be back shortly.
I changed laxatives. Nitalax tablets are different than the leading brands.
Laxative users are switching to Nitalax, the predictable nighttime laxative.
I take Nitalax before bed. Like most people, I normally get an uninterrupted sleep and the results I want in the morning.
For most people like me, Nitalax usually doesn't cause cramps at night or diarrhea in the morning. Try Nitalax, the nighttime laxative worth switching to. Use only as directed when needed.
Take your contact, take it now. Give your code to contact.
I'm going to change your mind about nighttime cold medicine. You see, of all major medicines, only one works up to 12 hours against the cloggy virus symptoms that keep you awake. Only Contact. One capsule's relief stays with you all through a long night's sleep, no matter what cold virus attacks. Only Contact.
Give your code to contact.
Take only as directed. I wonder if in that moment as we cross the great divide, how many of us can stand the test of judgment? Run down the list of those 7 deadly sins and ask yourself how many of them you can honestly say you have never succumbed to. Then balance the scales by remembering that bright angel who was just and merciful, and trust him in the end, in the fullness of love, to tip the scales your way. Our cast included Ann Williams, Mandel Kramer, Russell Horton, and Bryna Rayburn. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Many years ago, your firm represented my father in a legal action, so I thought.
Oh, yes, I understand. My dear doctor, Peabody & Freeman is a very large firm. We have many clients, and I only joined the firm 2 years ago, so I'm afraid your father's connection with us had no bearing on my seeing you quickly.
No. Well, it doesn't matter. Frankly, Mr. Faraday, I'm having a difficult time getting established in my profession. I don't know, perhaps I've chosen the wrong location. Or at any rate, any spare money I might earn would be welcome.
Have you ever been exposed to danger?
Physical danger? No, I have not.
Do you think you would be cool and collected at such a time?
I hope so.
I believe you would. My impression is, so far as personalities go, you may be the very man we are looking for.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.